Man, I can't believe this crap, man. These cops are out here arresting people just for breaking the law. Man, these tyrants are out of control, bruh. I thought you were a lawyer, now you say you can rap. Well, I've listened to your record, made me go take a nap. The rhymes you're spitting out, they make you sound like a nut. Your latest track, it's got less views now than Gunserio's butt. Well, you say you're just a man who wants to smoke at some weed, but you smoked yourself stupid, boy, get the help that you need. You think you could be like Tom McDonald, be an internet star? The problem is your brain's so tiny, it would fit in this jar.
It's a frivolous lawsuit.
You know you're gonna lose.
Frivolous lawsuit.
Now watch me play the blues.
Frivolous lawsuit.
You put against a cat.
Frivolous lawsuit.
Make sure you wear the hat. All parties have been sworn in. I've read your complaint.
It's a frivolous lawsuit.
The way it's written, it sounds like you've been smoking paint.
That means
if we have that title to your shit, we will take it.
Oh, come and take it, bitch.
All right. I want your money and I want your dignity, and I'm taking both.
To quote my good friend Artie, come take it, bitch. Come take it, bitch. Come take it, bitch. Come take it, bitch.
Come and take it, bitch.
She spit in my face.
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 Take it, bitch.
Take it, bitch.
She spit in my face.
You're a fucking idiot.
She spit in my face.
Shot little thick dude.
A woman walks into the ladies' room at the mall. She enters one of these stalls and sits down to begin doing her business. As she starts to pee, she looks down at her shoes and sees a head poking under the stall, looking up at her with a camera. "What are you doing?" she screams, frightened. "I'm recording you," says Denver Metro Audits. "But this is a bathroom," she squeals. "Yes, a public bathroom, and there's no expectation of privacy in public," he tells her. "You don't belong in here," she yelled. "I didn't see any sign saying that," DMA replies. "It says ladies' room right on the door." Maybe it does, but it doesn't say no men allowed, does it?" he asked her. "What? That's stupid," she sputtered. "You're being a Karen about this, and what's stupid is shaving down there," DMA answered, holding his camera up. "If you let that bush grow in, it would create privacy for your hoo-ha like a hedge." She stared down at the activist lying on the filthy floor looking up at her. "A hedge? Look, they should put a lock on that door if they don't want people coming in. They need to create privacy," DMA said. "It says ladies' room. They assume men won't come in here." "Well, they shouldn't assume that. And I can film whatever I can see. It's my First Amendment right as an independent journalist." "Oh, you're a journalist. What are you working on?" she asked, sarcastically wiping herself. "I can't divulge that information at this time. The story isn't finished yet," he lied as if there were a story. "No expectation of privacy in public," he reiterated. But I'm in a stall, she cried. Yes, and look, it's open on the top and the bottom, DMA answered in his thin voice. They need to create more adequate privacy, because if I can see it, I can film it. You don't have to like it, but it's my First Amendment right. The conversation droned on like this for a while, the woman on the toilet and DMA on the filthy floor next to the toilet. Finally, the woman says, Christopher, don't you think this is inappropriate? I'm your mom. And that's a true story. Absolute true story.
Oh man, I love that. It was great. All right, is everyone logged in here? Let me see. Looks like we've got several people in. Let me just really quick check and see who we have here. Let's see. We have just when I say your name, just like take an attendance at school, right? This is a classroom, so let's try and handle it with that similar decorum as you would when you were in school. So let's start with. Let me see on my list here. Where's my paper? Okay. How about restaurant guy?
Call me Honey. I don't have to give you my name.
Do we have PayPal Patty?
No, my name's Patrick.
Patrick, yes, that is Patty is short for Patrick. That is true. Yes.
You're making fun of my name.
No, I'm not. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. Who's next? Let's see. We got according to this, I'm expecting Auditing America.
We'll let you know who we are when we're done conducting business.
Okay.
Are we in Nazi Germany or something?
When we're done conducting our business, we will give you all the information that you need.
Correct.
That's fine. Whatever. As long as I know you're here is the main thing here. Let's see. We have this. Oh, let's see. We have Auditing the USA, Glenn Serio.
Go to fuck yourself, dude.
Okay.
Eat a dick.
All right. So you're definitely logged on, which is the main thing that we're looking for, is that you are here. So we definitely do have that information. Now let me see, what else do we have here? According to my role, lawnmower guy.
You actually are committing a felony right now.
Okay. All right. So let's okay, you're here. So who's next? Let's see. The according to the toilet roll, David Hall, are you here today?
Sir, today I'm appearing as the agent and settler for David Hall.
Ah, yes. Some people have the honor roll. You guys have the toilet roll. Let's see. We have the crazy guy from Hawaii.
The disclaimer type of knowledge of the facts is with disclaimer standing by this microphone of the documentation with the continuation of the evidence by this peaceful type of volition, period.
Okay.
The type of knowledge of the facts is with avoidance of the boxes and the plain duties is with avoidance of the perjury.
Yeah.
With this participation by the correct hyphen sentence hyphen communication hyphen passe hyphen syntax hyphen grammar.
Let's just put this guy on mute. All right, we got that taken care of, so we don't have to listen to that anymore. And I think that's pretty. Oh, we have the crazy fringe guy with the beard.
I am not a taxpayer because I am not a federal citizen. Federal law trumps state law at every turn. I have 9 judge rulings to that end, and that trumps state law. I am not registered crap. I am
Okay,
a man,
okay.
and I have the right to forage for food when I'm hungry.
All right, we're going to go ahead and we're going to start. Put these guys on mute. All right, we're going to start now. I know that.
My name is Mark Schmitter.
Anyway, so I'm here. The state sent me in to explain to you guys. Okay, let's start from the beginning.
So what you're telling me, as I understand, is where was I?
If you are here today, it is because there are several words that have been spoken to you in the past that you have argued. And they are words that have been defined to you several times. Again, if you're here, you've heard the definitions of these words. The words that we're going to cover today have been defined to you on several occasions. And you still, for whatever reason, do not actually understand the definitions of these words. So I'm here. I was asked by the state to come in and to try and give you guys examples, analogies, try to help you understand what these words actually mean. Today's word is going to be jurisdiction. Yes.
I got another question, may I?
You guys keep making up these bullshit laws and rules.
Wait a minute, I got another question.
I don't.
You tell me.
What?
Let's see.
No. Okay. Listen. We're going to go ahead and start now. Maybe I need more light in here. It seems that some of you guys are saying you're having trouble seeing me here in the chat. Let me open this window a little bit for you. I'm sorry that we have to do this through Zoom. It's, with the COVID and everything. Yeah, I don't get into that. All right. So I'm going to start. I'm going to just jump right in. So let's say that the first example that I wanted to use is one in which you are pulled over for driving, and
You said that you used the term driving, and I was traveling, sir.
right. Okay. All right. You know what? That is my fault. I admit that. I actually, when you look at our itinerary here, driving is actually one of the words. Traveling actually is one of the words that we are going to cover in a future class at some time. So that will come up. We will get into that, but not today. Today we're just talking about jurisdiction. So if you don't mind, just maintaining your attention on that particular word, that phrase, then we should be able to go ahead and move forward. All right. So
Driving is a commercial activity.
yeah. Okay. All right. I'm going to take the car out of it completely. Okay, forget the car. We're not talking about cars anymore. It's not a thing. Okay, we'll knock that out. Done. Okay. So let's say you are a person on a bicycle. And
I'm not a person, I'm an individual.
This known person is also another word we are going to cover in a future class. So we're going to have traveling. We're going to have person. I should have known that if I said person, you guys were going to freak out.
I am secured party under a UCC filing at the Secretary of State, 201-308-717-006.
Right. Okay. We're going to cover that in a future class. I've been trying to tell you this, okay? Today we're talking about jurisdiction. So I have to come up with a whole new thing from scratch because you guys don't want to listen to what I'm trying to tell you. And okay, all right, okay. I'll calm down. I'm sorry. I'm calm. Blood pressure. Okay. We haven't even got started yet, okay? Jurisdiction. Jurisdiction means location. Jurisdiction is about physical location. I'll give you an example. An example that you'll accept.
I have to know the rules of jurisdiction.
An individual is traveling on a bicycle in, I don't know, Philadelphia.
No, I am not in the state of Pennsylvania. I am on the state of Pennsylvania. I'm not in the ground, buddy. I'm not dead.
Okay. I did not plan. There's nothing on the itinerary showing a plan to have to explain to you guys the meaning of the word in. I didn't think that was going to be an issue, but apparently it is. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on the side. Maybe in the future, if we have time, if you guys let me talk, we'll have time at the end of the semester. Maybe we could cover the word in, because obviously you don't even understand what that means. Okay. All right. Let's go back to jurisdiction, shall we? Okay, and get this class actually started. Now, how am I going to say this? Oh, so that you guys will actually let me speak. Okay. An individual is traveling on a bicycle within the boundaries of what is considered a particular location. Okay, let's go back and say, for example, I'm from Chicago. So let's use Chicago as an example, okay? You're in Chicago. You're riding a bicycle on the sidewalk. There's people walking around. It's crazy. You're causing a dangerous situation by riding on the sidewalk. So a uniformed Chicago police officer comes up to you and tells you that you are causing a dangerous situation. He writes you a citation for riding your bicycle on the sidewalk instead of in the bike lane. Okay.
I don't understand. I would like to know what jurisdiction we are under.
The citation that the officer writes you has the information. It proves jurisdiction. It has the name of the officer, which can be traced by the court to find out that he is indeed a Chicago police officer. It has the location, the address of where the alleged event occurred, which is in the city of Chicago, and the court, with the court date and the address on the citation, is going to be in the city of Chicago. If you're in Chicago, if you're physically located in Chicago and you're stopped by a Chicago police officer, jurisdiction is implied by your physical location. Do you understand?
But it also violates my civil rights.
What?
It violates my religion.
What do you got? What?
It grants two different criminal jurisdiction. One is a criminal jurisdiction under common law, and the other one is criminal jurisdiction under admiralty or military tribunals. And here's Article 1, Section 8, Clause 17 of the Constitution.
I just explained to you exactly what it means. How can you not? Okay. All right. You know what? Here's what we're going to do. All right. I'm going to give you guys an actual explanation of something that doesn't include jurisdiction, right? Where you actually can make the argument that jurisdiction is not a thing. All right, let's say that you're riding your bicycle in Chicago and you get stopped by a Milwaukee police officer. He's off duty and he just happens to be in town, and he writes you a citation. He does not have jurisdiction. Now, when you're in court, you could argue jurisdiction. You could file a motion for lack of jurisdiction, and possibly because he was not a Chicago police officer, the judge may find that there is no jurisdiction, there's a lack of jurisdiction, and your case will be dismissed. But
did you swear to protect the thin blue line or the Constitution, sir?
That's not what we're talking about.
I don't know what y'all's problem is. I really don't.
What? I don't. What are you people saying to me?
Cocksucker.
Okay. All right. Listen.
Wait a minute.
Jurisdiction is implied based on your physical location. Okay, it is nothing to do with any of the things you're talking about.
David Hall is a person. I am a private individual. David Hall is a person under color of law.
All right, I get it. You don't understand. Neither do I. You know what? This is stupid. You guys are never going to understand. You don't listen. You do not listen. That's your problem. You're never going to learn. That's why they wrote it on a freaking toilet roll, because you guys are... I quit.
No way. Get back here and finish this. Hey, get back here and finish this.
It has come to my attention that many people do not like me. I know this may be hard to believe, but this is true. I do not understand this because I have so many good qualities. I am filled with good qualities. Like, I can talk very loud so everyone can easily understand the important things that I am saying. Good quality.
Nobody likes me, everybody hates me. I guess I'll go eat worms. Great big juicy ones, little wee slimy ones. Oh, how they wiggle and squirm. I bite off the heads and suck out the juices, throw all the skins away. Nobody knows how I survive on just 3 worms a day. Nobody likes me, everybody hates me. I guess I'll go eat worms. Great big juicy ones, little wee slimy ones. Oh, how they wiggle and squirm. The long, slim, slimy ones slip down easy. The short, fat, fuzzy ones don't. The short, fat, fuzzy ones stick to your teeth and climb back out of your throat. Nobody likes me, everybody hates me. I guess I'll go eat worms. Great big juicy ones, little wee slimy ones. Oh, how they wiggle and squirm. Nobody likes me, everybody hates me. I guess I'll go eat worms. Great big juicy ones, little wee slimy ones. Oh, they wiggle and squirm. One more. It was fun.
Alan Newcastle sits alone watching YouTube videos on his computer when suddenly he hears an all too familiar cry for help. There is no expectation of privacy in public. There's no need to fear. Hezokai is here.
From the execution of all things, at Hezokai. Do you not see your hypocrisy? Go to North Korea then, where they kidnap and lock up people for non-crimes. Are you encouraging the same behavior? Why can't you respond to my statement of yours at 9:30? He literally was just taking pictures. The video would be eventless if the cops didn't intervene. When is the government going to activate that microchip they snuck into my brain when I got vaccinated already? I want to know the exact time my head is going to explode so I could stand right next to you when it does. Then my brain splattered all over you would be the most brains that have ever touched your body. See, isn't that better than just saying you're stupid? This is the proper way to deal with trolls, dagnabbit. From Russell Delbridge. He's in public and on a public sidewalk. How stupid do you have to be? Just another bootlicking channel that feels our constitutional God-given rights don't exist. How much of a bootlicker can you be? Well, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being someone with an IQ lower than yours, and 10 being a professional bootlicker, I'd put myself somewhere around, say, 6. And don't forget, God did give us free will. So I'm using mine to will myself into a coma so I won't have to deal with brain-dead morons like you anymore. From the Watcher. You people are an absolute disgrace. What losers? My response. The High Command has instructed me to activate the algorithm that will cause your brain to explode if you come within 500 feet of a 5G antenna. However, after I showed them the clandestine brain scan we have on file for you, they realized your brain is not large enough to be affected in any way. So we'll have to go old school on you and just stick with dropping chemtrails over your house. Better start wearing that mask. From Jason Smith at Hezekiah. All cops have to do is nothing when it comes to auditors, and all of their channels would go under. They wouldn't get views. And all you have to do is watch Direct D on YouTube, or Lackluster, or San Joaquin Transparency, Long Island Audits, James Freeman, or James Madison Audits. There are countless videos of police officers harassing and bullying people for doing nothing more than recording them, which is our First Amendment right, whether you like it or not. You talk about unbiased, your entire video is you mocking the auditor and acting like a child. You still haven't answered my question. What department do you work for? So I'm addressing specifically that last line. What department do you work for? He thinks I'm a cop. My response. You will cease your inquiry into my position within the collective this instant, lest the full force and power of our alien overlords under my command use their 5G networks to turn your brain into liquid, that which I would normally drink. But with your IQ lower than mine, my IQ would lose far too many points. Yours shall be saved for my slaves to drink as I slip my forked tongue into their gaping wounds. No, seriously though, you're an idiot. Most comments agree with Bay Area transparency, and they are 100% correct. I think you've been suckling on the blue boot far too long. So I'm addressing specifically the suckling part. Ah, yes, the nipples of conformity. So delicious. So be it. You are hereby no longer a welcome member of the Flat Earth Society. Your sovereign citizen ID card is no longer valid. And from this point forward, you shall only be allowed to mate with zebras in a cage at the San Francisco Zoo. Go ahead, make your way into there and have at it. Well, you must film it and send me the video on Snapchat. From SC Bath. I wonder what the fans of this bootlicker's channel will do when all of our rights are gone. When they're crying on the internet, when they are crying in the internment camps, getting the kicked out of them. Maybe they'll say, what happened to all our rights? Keep licking those Gestapo boots. Those inmates will get those guards' cars shiny. It will reduce the beatings they get in their cells. When this bootlicker gets pulled over by the cops, he probably pulls his pants down and puts himself over the bonnet and lets the cops take their turn. Then when the cops say, hey, boy, our dicks are dirty now, he'll say, let me clean those Gestapo dicks up for you, officers. My response. Well, it will start with the repeal of the Second Amendment, followed by, wait, you almost tricked me into sharing our plan. You treasonous fool. How dare you question the chosen one? Let it be known here and now that from this day, all of your brain cells, well, the few you have left, anyway, shall be besieged upon by Negleria, Father. Been there, done that. Auditors are not all the same. Unfortunately, some are actually garbage, but some are absolutely needed to change the way cops interact with the public. You can't bait a cop that follows the law. Cops can investigate without violation of people's rights. In truth, it weans out the loose cannons. The female cop in the beginning could have diffused this very easily. Instead of demanding answers, she could have spoken kindly and with patience. It's public property. If she was just kind, talked calmly without barking and demanding, hey, what are you filming? Barking and demanding. This would have been differently. Citizens have the right to take photos of police cars. Why is that an issue? My reply. The flat earth is already in our grasp. Taking a few pictures will have no effect. We have already taken control of all. Your computer has been syskeyed by the Illuminati a long time ago. And if you do not comply, we'll remove all of the Japanese manga porn from your hard drive. What are you going to do then? All right, from Joshua Riddle. I'm pretty sure you bootlickers are missing the point. If he's not broke the law, the cops need to keep it moving until he does. My response. Oh, this post reminds me I have to put medicine on my toenail fungus. Seriously, this stuff is gross. It's got to be similar to how the inside of your skull looks. Anyway, I know I have more fungus on my toes than you have gray matter, but that's besides the point. What matters is that the earth is flat, the government is a corporation, the moon landing was faked, and when you make your next purchase from the dildo section of Amazon, make sure you enter coupon code Cops Are Awesome at checkout for a 20% discount. From ADZ. What kind of bootlicking clown show is this? No one needs to cooperate. No one needs to obey or account for themselves while conducting a lawful activity.
If he's a POS baiting him, then there's also POS for taking the bait and knowingly trying to violate a citizen's rights out of spite. Y'all sad AF. My response. First of all, how dare you insult my clownish brethren? Second, you will cooperate and you will obey. For I, Hezekiah Divan Dikiel Bey of the Moorish Temple, has thus commanded it. You shall send me all of your money via PayPal or be cursed. A curse that shall begin with bleeding from your eye sockets every time you even look at a cop. Then will expand itself into your intestines in the form of a 30-foot tapeworm and will continue to grow until vomit and bile become the only flavor you shall ever taste. Your appendix will grow until it bursts, as well as your brain, that will grow to 17 times its current size. Heck, that would make your brain almost half the size of a normal human. Maybe this isn't such a good idea after all. Oh well. Don't forget to sign up for NordVPN and just put in coupon code BOOTSER for 15% at checkout. From Michael Knight, your content sucks. Bay Area Transparency is one of the better auditors out there. And no he targets the police. That's the whole purpose. To catch tyrant cops who don't know the law, who then try to force people TP.do. Let me repeat that because I'm reading what it says. Who then try to force people.tp.do things under color of law. Maybe if you read up on some case law and the Bill of Rights.u might know a little bit. To be honest, your content is cringe. The only person you're making look stupid is yourself. Are you on the spectrum? You look like someone who doesn't have human interaction much with the side of autism. My response. Albuquerque, New Mexico, Wednesday, November 12th, 1997. It's a cold winter's night, as much as it gets cool in the desert air. My friends and I had decided to go on a spiritual journey of self-discovery, eating peyote cactus and singing the hippie songs of old, when suddenly a large venomous snake struck out at one of my companions. As we were far from any possibility of receiving medical attention and absolutely higher than Ozzy Osbourne in the 70s, we decided to leave him for dead, or so we had thought. Several days later, our friend arrived at my ranch, covered in sweat yet dehydrated and laden in lacerations from his perilous journey through the desert. He survived the poison, but the damage had been done. His mind had become broken, lame. He could no longer read or even speak his own name. Swiftly, we took him to a nearby hospital ER and found, after several days of testing, he was legally brain dead. Only the most basic survival functions were left intact. It was as though he had been lobotomized. And yet he was still smarter than your comment. Above and beyond, you're missing the whole point. And obviously you just don't get what's going on. Therefore, there's no sense in trying to explain it to you. You just don't get it. Take the blinders off and get a good look around you. My response. Within the context of this video, it seems to me there's a fundamental misunderstanding in your argument. You seem to believe that we simply take the side of cops because they are cops. This is a common misconception among the pro-auditing crowd. The reason I support the police is because they're part of the collective, and I, Hezekiah, am in command. One day we shall rule the world with an iron fist, and you will beg for mercy at my feet as I play a violin with strings made from your sinewy intestines, laughing with glee as you are cast down into the crimson valley of despair. And don't forget to download Audible today using coupon code I Love Licking Boots for one free audiobook of your choice. This is how you deal with trolls like a pro. From Niva Anna. I guess with that logic, you could be a cop. My response. Speaking of logic, John Locke once wrote, "Logic is the anatomy of thought." Then again, Mitch Hedberg once said, "I haven't slept in 10 days because that would be too long." So I guess it's a wash. Hey, did you know that you could save 15% on car insurance by switching to Geico? Just enter coupon code I Love Japanese Octopus Porn at checkout. And don't forget to get that dead altar boy out of your trunk before you get pulled over for traveling without a license. Have a nice day, Dip. Another one from Nevana. I'm thinking the same about you. You're very narrow in your thoughts.
Yes, yes, our 5G network of thought police is working. I hereby decree, by the power vested in me by the Illuminati sect of the Masonic Temple, that you shall no longer be allowed to express your opinions online unless you wish to incur the wrath of the Sacred Order of the Highest Coven, for I am the chief warlock and principal decimator of unclean human souls. I can already taste your fear as I relish in the suffering of the unenlightened masses. Kneel before me and beg forgiveness if you wish, but I assure you, in the end days, mercy will no longer be a luxury afforded to one such as yourself. And do not forget, most important of all, get your free, no obligation 30-day trial of Pandora Music today. Just use coupon code COPS are the best at checkout. From Elias Nazario. Just so you know, the Constitution's protection is not just local. It's the same for the whole, H-O-L, whole country. My response. Ah, yes. The only went next. Remember that time you came over to my house and asked me if I wanted to watch you molest a hollowed-out pineapple? Good times. Anyway, later that night, I gave my ex-wife a pineapple upside-down cake and accidentally used some of the pineapple you had earlier defiled. I did not think it was possible, but she became pregnant. I know not mine, I not had religion. And I know yours because same support your deadbeat dad. Also, make sure to download Netflix today and use coupon code I hate freedom of speech if you disagree with me at checkout for 20% off your first month. 3-3 Sled Boy. If my tax money paid for it, it's public property. Blah. Okay, my response. That comment reminds me of the time I was in New Zealand researching yellow-eyed penguin mating patterns. It was on a cool September evening when a large group of the flightless birds waddled their way onto the beach, heading towards their nests. But for some still unknown reason, they stopped, nuzzling each other in an odd triangle pattern hitherto unknown amongst my fellow researchers. Perhaps it was the unusually cool air, or perhaps it was some instinctual fear of us humans being at such close proximity. The idea that those birds had the intellect to engage in such activity, whatever the reason, gave our small group of ornithologists all the evidence we needed to prove our hypothesis that even birds are smarter than you. From David Perillo again. All the police have to do is observe from a distance. Then he'd simply walk away. Why do the police need to give directives and end up looking like fools? My response. You know, my uncle always used to say, "Get that damn cat out of the oven, you sadistic freak." He never understood the ceremony would not be complete until there was a blood sacrifice. He was a good man, however less than willing to accept the ice pick I used on him. Oh, and don't forget to like and subscribe for a chance to win a copy of my new ebook, My Dead Uncle's Rotting Corpse is Still More Intelligent Than You. From Dave Calhout. Arrest him already. From Navana again. Why? Maybe you're happy with the way the police conduct themselves all the time? From James Smith. Again, this is replying to arrest him already. 4, tick, tock, tick, tock. I expected crickets. My response. At James Smith. Hey, welcome back. Did you know that back in the 1920s, doctors used insulin coma therapy on patients suffering from mental illness? You should start drinking Pepsi all day, every day. Not only will that help you with your mental problems by causing you to fall into a diabetic coma, but since we all know Pepsi is made out of dead babies, you'll get the daily dose of adrenochrome needed to gain sympathy from our alien overlords in the end times. Also, if you order your insulin from one of our government-approved agencies using coupon code SERIOUSLY, I really am an idiot, at checkout for 22% discount. And don't forget to like and subscribe.
You don't deserve to be a public man. That's why I'm going to get your job. Do you want to know how I can get his job? Because I told him what
Alan Newcastle sits alone watching YouTube videos on his computer when suddenly he hears an all too familiar cry for help. There is no expectation of privacy in public. There's no need to fear. Hezokai is here.
Yes. Yes. Today I will be using all of my magic, all of the powers bestowed upon me by the immortal Schrodinger's cat to glimpse into the future. Next week, Denver Metro Audits and Regan Benson are once again going to go to the Sheridan Town Hall meeting and redress their grievances. And I have seen the future, and I'm going to show you exactly what they're going to say. Hi, my name is Denver Metro Audits, and I'm the all-powerful Most High Leader of the universe. All public servants must comply with any and all of my directives on demand or suffer the consequences. And I'm here today to tell you, do better. First, you'll remove any and all traffic laws, codes, immediately. Second, you will give me and my sycophant sheeple followers dominion over all libraries and demand all library employees follow my commands with a simple, yes, sir, and no more. Because you guys always like to tell me what you want me to do. You want me to do this, you want me to do that. Well, guess what? I want everyone I see to give me a $5 bill, but that's never going to happen, is it? Let's do better, man. Third, all people who have the audacity to try and care for their families by working a job, taking responsibility for their own actions, paying their bills, and staying out of prison must sign a sworn affidavit that they are a bootlicker and place it at my feet while I spit in their face and laugh. In other words, do better, man. And finally, anyone who shows any sign of human emotion, common decency, basic respect, kindness, goodness, love, or empathy must cease and desist immediately. Just do better, man.
Hi, I'm Reagan Benson, and I'm back. I know you hired actors to say they hate me last meeting, talking about the last time I was here, but I know they were fake because everyone loves me. Because the way I speak, everyone knows I am well-spoken and well-educated and should be taken serious. So being a serious activist, you nasty, sucking, kissing, extortion, nitwit, halfwit, stupid, corrupt cops arrested my friends, you lousy, no good, liars, moronic, licking, homeless people, brain dead, servants, bow down before me.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That was a wonderful, wonderful bit by my Voodoo Dolls. And now this next number is called Broken System, Broken Trust on Hand Bananas live stream. Tells it like it really is and confirms everything we've been saying this whole time. Enjoy.
When I started, my goal was to be like, the polite, respectful, guy out there doing it for the right reasons. And then I realized that does nothing to compel these guys to act any different. So now my focus, for example, has changed. Now I view it as like my job to shame them into quitting the job because it's become such a disgraceful profession.
I've always known it. I knew it the whole time. They do it intentionally on purpose. And did you catch what he said about how when I first started, I tried to be nice and polite, but doing that doesn't compel them to act that way? Oh, man, this guy. Anyway, we already knew. So hearing that is nothing new. We already knew. And that is something that we didn't know. Now we're going to go on with the show. You guys remember this idiot? This is Flex Your Freedoms dressed up as his character Granny. Now, I thought I should know by now. I should not be surprised by anything from a frauditor. But these guys keep surprising me with their stupidity. It's kind of amazing how they're able to escalate the stupid every time. It's just, I don't even know what else to say. Just look at this, man. Look at it.
He's a dangerous animal. He's loose out here. That horse is loose out here. Well, I think they're worried because My Little Pony might have some magical powers,
So what's happening? Can't talk.
They're afraid of My Little Pony. They're afraid of My Little Pony, guys. They're freaking out. It's just a little pony out here. Oh, wait. She's back.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, and now I'd like to talk about the real stars of this video, the Frauditor Voodoo Dolls, handmade, custom by a fan of mine named Salacious. We got the pins to stick them with. We got the soap, the taser, the gavel. We got the missing teeth, all crooked and yellow and nasty. We got the fake press pass for News Now Moron. Their tiny black little hearts. All the details on these things are amazing. We got the torture cuffs. All of that plastic is handmade by her son, Mason. Look at this gimbal with the phone on it. Filming the police. Their shoes are untied because they're too stupid to know how to tie their own shoes. These things are awesome. Like I said, they're handmade by a fan. Look at the detail on that phone. You can see the little camera lenses in the back there. And that was made with a 3D printer by her son. And these things are fantastic. These are the dolls that I used in the video. This one right here is the one I used for Regan Benson in the video. And this one, ladies and gentlemen, could be yours. This very doll that's in my hand right now could be yours. All through the month of February, I'm doing a contest. Anyone who is in any way, gives any kind of donation to the channel, whether it be a super chat or a donation for any amount, is automatically entered. And in the first week of March, I'll go ahead and pick a name, a random name, and whoever I pick is going to get that specific doll, and it'll be yours to keep. Thank you.
Garage sale, man. I think I'm gonna check that out. Yeah, look around. Wow, man. Everything you got here is crap. This is all garbage. Well, you know, they always say one man's trash is another man's treasure. Yeah. Nah, man, you don't understand. Like, you got, what is this? A toilet seat? Like, seriously? Some wallet and, what is this, dolphins? These headphones? How much you want for this? I was gonna buy this crap, man. Some old thing, man. I don't even know what that is, man. Like, what's it, old gloves? Shoes? Who wants to buy your nasty old shoes, man? Nobody. This is crap, man. This is the worst garage sale I've ever seen. What is it? And what the heck is this? I don't even know what this is. Like, what am I supposed to do with that, man? It's all garbage. It's like you're telling me to throw this stuff out for you. What? No. All right, listen. I really don't like, I don't like the way you're talking to me, buddy. All right? So, why don't you, split. Take off. Get out of here. What? No, man. No, thank you. Alright, I don't think you understand what I'm saying to you. This is my garage. You're on my property. I want you out now. No, man, this ain't your property, man. Look, you got a sign that says garage sale, right? As soon as you put that up, this ain't your property no more, man. This is a public accommodation. You dig, man? So, like, I ain't gotta leave. I do whatever I want, man. I'll pee on your floor. I don't care. Really? Okay. All right. That's how you want to play it? All right. I'll tell you what. I'm going to call the cops. How about that? Go ahead. Yeah, call the cops. We're going to tell you the same thing. Yeah. All right. We'll see. We'll see. I'm going to put it on a speaker for you. There we go. Let's see.
911, what's your emergency?
Yeah, there's a dude in my garage and he won't leave.
Did he break into your garage?
No, he didn't break in.
Oh.
No, I'm having a garage sale.
So do you have signs posted saying that you're having a garage sale?
What are you talking about? This is my property. He's in my garage, in my house.
Well, sir, if you're having a garage sale, then you're inviting the public into your home. You're engaged in commerce and therefore have no rights towards property.
No. Mm-hmm. You tell me there's nothing I can do. I can't make him leave.
Has he injured anyone? Is there an injured party?
No, he didn't hurt anybody. There's no injured party. Nothing like that is going on. He's in my garage. He's on my property. I want him out.
No, sir. The second you put the sign out in front of your house, you have that moment waived all of your rights to property. Yes. Fortunately, sir, I'm sorry. There's nothing we can do. If he hasn't injured anyone,
you can't be serious.
Then there's nothing we can do. You invited him in by having a public sale. By
You know what?
him into a
Forget
public
it.
accommodation, you have.
I liked it better with the old phones. Slam them down. All right. Okay, you know what? I got an idea. How about this? Sale's over. Garage is closed. You need to leave now, okay? We're done. Man, you can't pull that on me, man. Your sign says 9 to 9, brother. It ain't nowhere near 9 o'clock. You can't do that. No, that ain't right. They said that. I can kick you out if there's an injured party. You are not going to make the injured party. You're going to be the injured party. Now get out of here. Whoa, hey, you ain't got to get all violent, man. I won't chill. Chill, man. Relax. All right, I'll go, man. I'm leaving. Damn, dude. That's some hard. I'm going to call the cops on you, man. I'm going to have you arrested for threatening me with a weapon. Yeah, okay, all right. I'm out. Get out of here. Come on, get.
Alan Newcastle sits alone watching YouTube videos on his computer when suddenly he hears an all too familiar cry for help. There is no expectation of privacy in public. There's no need to fear. Hezokai is here.
Well, your security cameras are the same thing because anyone could FOIA request your footage. If they were legit investigative journalists that were actually doing what they say they're trying to do, they would FOIA all the security cam footage they possibly could get their hands on, because they're an investigative journalist who investigate, and they would sift through this footage. And instead of spending hours and hours and hours roaming around, wobbling their camera all over, they'd be digging through the footage, looking to see where the discrepancies are. And then if they see something that looks fishy, then they would FOIA request that person's paperwork. And they'd start looking and say, oh, look, the numbers don't match. Oh, and that was on the video footage on that day. Oh, look, see, they were over here. Oh, and then they'd put it together, and that would be investigative journalism, and that would be uncovering something. But that's not what they do. That's not what they do at all. What they do is they say, you're a servant. You have to do what I told you because you're my servant, because I'm God and you're crap and you. Okay. The only thing that matters is the dude with the camera. Everybody else in the world can just die. Or stay home. And they're looking for trouble and getting it and then complaining. My favorite is when they say, oh, I don't know why you're bothering me. I'm just here working on a story. That's such BS, because their interaction with the cops is the story they're working on. You shouldn't be here because I'm just working on a story. But them being there is the story. It's so frustrating because it's so blatantly obvious, transparent BS, and yet they just keep doing it. They just keep doing it and doing it and doing it. Here's the point. It's not that they're working on a story. That's the issue. Whether or not they're working on a story, it's that they are the story. They're creating the story. They say, I'm an independent journalist, but a journalist doesn't create a story. They find a story and they cover it. If they see a water main break, if they see somebody got mugged, if they see something like that, that's a story. They'll cover it. These guys walk into a post office where there's nothing happening, just people doing what you do at a post office, sending packages or whatever, or receiving packages, filling out forms, buying envelopes and stamps. That's not a story. They're not there to cover that. They're there to create a story. They are the story. They make themselves the story. Are they working on a story? Technically, yeah, but they're not working on a story. They're working on creating a story. Instead, I have to hold your hand like a baby and explain it to you one tiny little piece at a time. The frauditor side, the sovereign citizens side argument against trespass is that you cannot be trespassed unless there's some other crime committed to cause the trespass. Crime can only be if you physically hurt someone or steal something. So if I walk in by that rationale, by your rationale, not mine, not my rationale, by your rationale, if I walk into your house and I didn't break in, I didn't commit a crime, you cannot ask me to leave. Because trespassing itself isn't a crime. You have to commit a crime to cause the trespass to happen. And the only way to commit a crime is to physically hurt someone or to steal something. I'm not hurting you by sitting in your house. And if I'm not stealing from you, if I'm just sitting there, then by your rationale, you can't ask me to leave. And there ain't a damn thing you can do about it. And I can just sit there all I want. As long as I don't hurt anybody and I don't steal anything, there's no crime committed. There's no crime committed, there's no trespass. Because they are, all of them, wrong. It's like, don't you understand that when you say this, you're going against this, which is what you say? You're going against your own, the hypocrisy and the stupidity and the nonsensical, illogical logic of what they do, what they do makes no sense because it's nonsensical. And now, ladies and gentlemen, time to turn on Dr. Smooth Talking Hezekiah, because it's getting warmer out. And I'm feeling good right about now. Having a good morning, having a good day, entertaining you wonderful people. Loving it, loving it, loving it. Chilling out, relaxing. None of them make any sense because they're all a bunch of idiots. They're all so stupid and dumb. And they never quit. They're a bunch of buttheads. They're a bunch of dorks. What I wouldn't do, stab them with a fork.
I'm sorry. I couldn't resist.
Hey guys, I'm here in front of the post office. I'm getting ready to do a First Amendment audit with this post office here, see if they violate my right to be a douchebag in public. Alright, so here I am in front of the boxes. Lots of boxes here, of course, because it is a post office, so they're gonna have a lot. So that makes sense, but around this corner, we have, more boxes. Okay. All right, plenty of boxes. That's good. That's good. Keep the customers happy. But around this next corner, I know there's going to be some tyrants trying to violate my rights. That's right. Watch this. Right around the corner, we got no tyrants, just more boxes. That's right. There's another section. There's another section, and I'm sure as soon as I get there, they're going to see I'm recording, and they're going to slam me to the ground and tase me and violate my rights and be tyrannical beasts. Here we go. It's more Boxes. Oh, okay. All right. So they got post office boxes in the post office. Of course they do. All right, so let's see. What else do we got here? I know around this next corner I'm going to find tyrants. They're everywhere. You can't get away from the tyrants, sir. More boxes. Okay. Well, I'm sure I'll find some tyrants. Here, you know what? Here. Let's try and find poster 7. Wait a minute. No outgoing mail! How dare they put this sign up here? No outgoing mail. I knew the tyranny was on display. Those horrible, rotten, no good scumbag tyrants. No outgoing mail. That's no law. They can't enforce that. I can put whatever I want in that box. What is this here now? Look at this crap. A camera filming me right next to a sign. Like they think that people are going to want a job. Be my servant. Get a job being my servant, you. Public servant, that's right. I have a press pass, so you know I'm a legitimate journalist. All right, let's go in there and find out what else is going on. Violating my rights. At least, finally, I found poster 7. Here it is, guys. Poster 7, here it is. I finally found poster 7. So you see, there's all the writing and the words and stuff on there. And poster 7, and now I'm going to show you that they put it up. They tried to hide it from me, those scumbag tyrants, but I know better than to fall for them. They're supposed to be my servants, but they put tape on it, taped it up on a piece of chalk cardboard. Anyway, poster 7, ladies and gentlemen, the greatest poster in the world, poster 7. It gives anyone who owns a camera the right to do whatever they want, whenever they want, with no consequences. That's the great thing about poster 7. It's like magic. Here, watch. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna film poster 7 for you, and I'm gonna show you guys. Now watch this. Okay, now look how I do this. See, I'm gonna put my camera right here. See, right in the photographs for news purposes section, and I'm gonna show you the part that you need to read. See, I'm gonna film it. Watch. I'm gonna put my camera right here, and see all the words beneath my camera. Those don't matter. That's just tyrannical gobbledygook to try and violate your rights. But the reality is that this part that's showing is all you need to read. All the rest of the writing on here is just some tyrannical lawyer top-splitting gobbledygook. Anyway, here's the section where they sell stuff. These signs, they don't have any CRF codes on these signs either. So I don't know what they're trying to pull. These guys are tyrants trying to steal our money, and look. Look. They got a camera, huh? How come they can have a camera? What is the post office cam backing now? A bunch of cam backing Karen post office people? If they can film, I can film. There you go. So now watch this. I'm going to get some service. I'm going to get a public servant to serve me. And do what I say because I said it. All right, public servant, come to me now. Come on, public servant, where are you? Wait, where's the public servant? Why is there nobody here? I know what's going on. They are refusing me service. They saw me filming and they decided to be tyrants and to refuse service to me. There's no other reason why there wouldn't be someone here right now. Could you even begin to imagine any reason why someone might not be at this desk other than to violate my rights, me specifically because I'm holding a camera? How dare they? I'm going to sue the Department of Transportation, the Department of Motor Vehicles. I'm going to sue the city, I'm going to get Chile to write me a lawsuit. All right, so I'm outside now and just chillaxing. And it was a big fail, horrible fail, terrible post office. They were evil, rotten, no good tyrants in there, all of them. Every single one of them was terrible. They failed miserably. This is just unacceptable behavior. Hiding from me, refusing me service. I don't know why no one showed up to help me. I have a camera. They should do what I want. Just because I have one. They fail, miserable. Hey, wait a minute. Hezekiah, what are you doing? Hey, what are you doing here? And why are you looking at my leg? Hey, look, man, I know I'm under house arrest, but I just snuck out just to do a quick little audit. No, Hezekiah, no, please. I know I should have stayed in the house. I'm under house arrest. I get it, but no, please don't tase me, bro. Don't tase me, Hezekiah. No, don't do it. No. Ah! Okay, now we're driving back home. Okay, I won't sneak out again. Ow. Okay, I get it. I'm supposed to be under house arrest. I'm supposed to be under house arrest. I know. You're taking me home. We're in the car. There's nothing we can do about it now anyway. Come on, give me a break, dude. I'm sorry. I'll never sneak out again. I promise. All right, guys. Well, I don't know how much longer this house arrest thing is going to last, but I'm going to get out of it. You watch. And you join me on the next episode of News Now Voodoo auditing things. But yeah, First Amendment audits. I have a press badge. I got the handcuffs and untied shoes. I know has. You don't have to show them every time. All right, goodbye. Have a nice day. Give me money.
Happy holidays, the 12 days of dumbness. Jingle bells, Glenda smells, Polly's not okay. Wife's in jail, can't make bail, oh, and this guy, he got tased. Walking across the land with a camera in their hand. Because they have no job, post office they will stand. Harassing people too, for AdSense revenue. Acting like a jackwagon is all they'll ever do. Oh, jingle bells, conflict sells, now they're getting paid. They don't care about our rights, I hope they get pepper sprayed. Numbskulls in handcuffs and good window smashes. Morons arrested for all their trespasses. P. Barnes and his infamous in-court tasing. These are a few of my favorite things. When they misquote Poster 7, and it makes me mad. I just remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad. On the first day of dumbness, Mike Gravelin gave to me Blandino without attorney. On the second day of dumbness, Regical gave to me 2 tasty tasings and Blandino without attorney. On the third day of dumbness, Van Valiant gave to me dumb UK substitute, 2 tasty tasings and Blandino without attorney. On the fourth day of dumbness, Artie gave to me 4 Moorish morons, dumb UK substitutes, 2 tasty tasings and Blandino without attorney. On the 5th day of dumbness, Schrodinger gave to me 5 windows smashed, 4 Moorish morons, dumb UK subset, 2 tasty tasings and Blandino without attorney. On the 6th day of dumbness, Team Skeptic gave to me 6 stupid Karens, 5 windows smashed, 4 Moorish morons, dumbs, UK subset, 2 tasty tasings and Blandino without attorney. On the 7th day of dumbness, Vilified gave to me 7 sloppy smackings, 6 stupid Karens, 5 windows smashed, 4 Moorish morons, dumb UK subset, 2 tasty tasings and Blandino without attorney. On the 8th day of dumbness, Familia gave to me douchebag in handcuffs, 7 sloppy smackings, 6 stupid Karens, 5 windows smashed, 4 Moorish morons, dumb UK subset, 2 tasty tasings and Blandino without attorney. On the 9th day of dumbness, Unclean Hands gave to me
9 times the stupid douchebag in handcuffs. 7 sloppy smacking. 6 stupid Karens. 5 windows smashed. 4 Moorish morons stoned. UK South said 2 tasty tasings and Blandino without attorney. On the 10th day of Christmas, Dr. Dick gave to me 10 minutes wasted. 9 times the stupid douchebag in handcuffs. 7 sloppy smacking. 6 stupid Karens. 5 windows smashed. 4 Moorish morons stoned. UK South said 2 tasty tasings and Blandino without attorney. On the 11th day of dumbness, Kid Rocks gave to me best action ever. 10 minutes wasted. 9 times the stupid douchebag in handcuffs. 7 sloppy smackings. 6 stupid Karens. 5 windows smashed. 4 Moorish morons dumb. UK South said 2 tasty tasings and Blandino without attorney. On the 12th day of dumbness, Palmetto gave to me no nonsense trooper, best action ever. 10 minutes wasted. 9 times the stupid douchebag in handcuffs. 7 sloppy smacking. 6 stupid Karens. 5 windows smashed. 4 Moorish morons dumbs. UK South said 2 tasty tasings and Blandino without attorney.
Now, this just in, police officers in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, were asking people to be on the lookout for a man who robbed a store. And I think we do have his description. Can we take that? Let's take his description. Okay.
Alan Newcastle sits alone watching YouTube videos on his computer when suddenly he hears an all too familiar cry for help. There is no expectation of privacy in public. There's no need to fear. Hezokai is here.
When beginning the discussion of ID refusal, the easiest argument to debunk is the idea of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. The argument being that traveling, as they will always make that fundamentally absurd distinction from driving, is in and of itself an expression of liberty and pursuing happiness. So let's take a look at the first idea, the pursuit of happiness. If, and it is absolutely not, as I will explain in a moment, if that were the law, then where do we draw the line? If a kitty diddler, for example, finds happiness in diddling kids, does that mean that laws against such actions are a violation of his right to pursue happiness? Now, I suppose one would take that idea and run with it in the direction of, well, such a case that would include injury or harm to the child. To which I've seen, unfortunately, a diddler actually make the claim that because sex is fun and an expression of love, how is there injury or harm to someone when you're just showing them love through pleasure? But even that insane argument becomes implicitly irrelevant because of my next point. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness comes from the Declaration of Independence, not the Constitution, and therefore is not law. The next, somewhat more relevant, yet no less incorrect, is the argument from the Fourth Amendment. The right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrants shall issue but upon probable cause supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly described by the place being searched and the persons and things being seized. The argument there being, of course, that asking for an ID is a seizure of the ID. This is redefining seizure to fit a false narrative. An officer looking at your ID is not the same as having it seized from you. But even if it were, let's take that argument and say it is indeed a form of seizure. The key phrase in the law is unreasonable. One of the arguments I often hear from those who oppose rational thought is that because every time a cop asks for an ID, someone just hands it over. It has become compulsory behavior to do so and is in essence a deprivation of rights. Another argument I've heard many times is that a cop asking for ID is just the officer trying to bait you into inadvertently admitting to some other non-related crime. This is where the logic of their misuse of the Fifth Amendment comes from, as the Fifth Amendment does not allow you to remain, as the Fifth Amendment does allow you to remain silent. Its purpose is to make it so the government cannot force you by law to say things that will incriminate you in a crime. So, from their point of view, the cop asking for ID is an attempt to trick you into giving up your Fifth Amendment right. And the last, or at least final one I'll address here, is that the whole thing is just a great big money-making extortion scheme. So let's break these down. First and foremost, the unreasonable search and seizure argument. Again, the key word is unreasonable. Now, the basic idea that what is or is not reasonable can indeed be subjective is a valid notion. So let's take a moment and think about the specific reasoning behind asking a driver or a traveler for an ID is truly logically unreasonable to assume that if someone is behind the wheel of an automobile, that they'd have a license to operate such a large and dangerous machine. They will say they have the right to feel secure in their property. Who says it's your property without presenting any paperwork of who you are or who owns the property? Who's to say it's indeed yours? Not to mention the abundance of arguments that the problem started with the stop itself, that the officer had no reason to pull over the car in the first place, and therefore all of the things I've been talking about become, in their mind, irrelevant because the stop should have never happened in the first place. The problem with such arguments, however, is that under even the smallest amount of scrutiny, it falls apart. When I dig, it is over 90% of the time simply the driver or traveler's opinion that the stop was unlawful. They'll say things like, well, I just had a broken tail light, or my tags were expired, or whatever the case may be. These things are reasons. You may not like the reason, but it is a reason, hence reasonable. The umbrage exhibited by the self-proclaimed defenders of the Constitution is manifest as a direct result of being asked to present their identification in and of itself. Let's take, for example, a situation that I've seen on YouTube, and I won't share the specifics as it's dash cam footage that clearly shows a person being killed and not some made-up imaginary scenario, but a real-life example of how these sort of things do happen. A man was parked in a driveway, a private driveway, and his car was not the same one that's regularly parked in that location. So right there already, the argument from the other side, if it was correct, the officer should have just assumed that the man may be pulled over to take a nap and left him alone. But as the story unfolds, had the officer done that, a murderer would still be roaming the streets. But I'm jumping ahead. There are many reasons an officer should approach a vehicle in this situation. What if the driver pulled over because he was having a medical emergency? One could argue that he was not, but how does the cop know that if they do not investigate? Maybe the guy was lost and stopped to look for directions on his GPS. Great. But how does the cop know that if they don't investigate? In the opposition's worldview, the officer, thinking that perhaps the person is in danger and should try to help, that is indeed the case, is not suspicion of a crime and therefore none of the officer's business. So what? Let him die? Remember Uvalde? The frauditors were all over the police for not running in to save lives. Yet, when an officer does run into a place to save a life, they're going to make the argument that a person's safety is not the police's concern. So what happens next? The officer approaches the car and asks the driver if he's okay. He says yes, he just needed some rest, so he pulled over to take a nap. So here we have a second time that according to their logical arguments, their illogical arguments, had the officer done what they say is their duty without violating rights, it would have led to a murderer getting away. The argument being, as soon as he said he was fine and just napping, the cop should have said, okay, have a good rest, have a nice day, and leave. The officer then committed the most abhorrent violation of civil rights an officer can ever possibly do. She asked for ID. At that moment, the man reached over, grabbed his gun, put it to the officer's chest, and pulled the trigger. The officer, however, was quick enough and aware of her surroundings enough to grab the muzzle and point it down.
Alan Newcastle sits alone watching YouTube videos on his computer when suddenly he hears an all too familiar cry for help. There is no expectation of privacy in public. There's no need to fear. Hezokai is here.
From me, you. Cops only do what the elite tell them to do is why you always hear them saying they were just following orders. Instead of standing for the Constitution, they believe they are above it. My response, the elite, you say? You have no idea the true power of our organization. Our daily consumption of adrenochrome and Pepsi have given us superhuman strength, immunity to all disease, and has opened our third eye. The internet is not the worldwide community building tool you think it is, but a vast array of electronic monitoring created by us to control and destroy your kind. We began the process long ago when the Eastern Atlantic Ocean was still a mystery, and our first order of business was to convince the world that the Earth was a globe. Then we began to spread rumors, only whispers in the night at first, that the sun itself was but a star. We then took control of all media, but we're moving quite slowly until one of our operatives finally, after centuries, invented the television. From there, we were able to convince your children to consume our poisonous propaganda, as well as our Frankenfood, or as you humans call it, McDonald's. When we enact the final plan of domination and control, you will have no hope, no future, no quarter will be given, and no one who is not subscribed to this channel shall survive. So subscribe today, and don't forget to hit that like button on all my videos, or you will be cursed. James Smith. Actually, unless the president adds the facility to the 795 list and enters into that facility into the federal registry, you can video over the fence of a military base. Do learn before spouting. James Smith. Imagine my surprise when I saw you on here again. Well, I have to admit, you are a tenacious little bugger, aren't you? Well, don't worry. All will be revealed when Q gives me the go-ahead to activate the full destructive force of the 5G. You have no idea what's coming. But don't worry. All you have to do to save yourself from a life of unimaginable pain is order Amazon Prime today. using coupon code, wow, I'm so dang stupid, I didn't even realize I was making myself look like an idiot online for the entire flat world to see. At checkout for a 15% discount. Oh, and if you want to avoid being cast in the pit of the fire, please like and subscribe. Don't think I didn't notice you trolling around my comment section. This post makes me think of that time back in Detroit when I was working at GM making cars. I was on the line in charge of using a power drill to attach nuts to bolts. Nothing that took any brain power to accomplish at all. And yet somehow I get the feeling it took more brain power to pull the trigger on that drill than it did for you to think up those comments. Speaking of education, when I was in high school, there was this one girl who liked to drink Dr. Pepper. She was a cutie pie. I'll never forget those thin, seductive lips, her perky, firm breasts, and the way she smelled. She smoked clove cigarettes, giving her body the most pleasant aroma. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make here is that if you order Dr. Pepper online, use the coupon code, the dumbest cop who ever lived is smarter than me at checkout for a 20% discount. From the Armchair Auditor. Special Patrol Officer. Does that mean you control the flow of traffic to and fro the public bathroom? We have confidential work going on here. Well then, I sure hope you keep that confidential so not just anyone can see it. That city clerk was slowly working himself up to a heart attack over nothing of importance other than his own self-importance and the total ignorance of everyone working in that building. This was in response to the video I did on Long Island Audit, by the way. My response. It was Gregor Samsa in Franz Kafka's classic novella, The Metamorphosis, who awoke one morning to find he had transformed overnight into an insect. Woe was he, finding no relief from his plight. Even though his family tried to support him, they could only do so much. And yet poor old Gregor, even as he laid upon his deathbed, unable to speak through his newly formed mandibles, uttering only guttural noises, made a better argument than your comment. God save the Queen! Oh, and don't forget to like and subscribe for a chance to win a free copy of my new ebook, The Armchair Auditor. Heroic freedom fighter or just another American... Sorry, I got to say that correctly. Or just another American idiot. 2020 prepper. Way more cops have killed than killing cops. My response. 2020 prepper reminds me of the time I found a dead frog on the side of the road. Its body had been squished by a car tire, causing its innards to be expelled from its mouth, and thus lay strewn before him. It was the most grotesque thing I had ever seen, until I read your comment. What kind of name is 2020 prepper anyway? Did you think the world was going to end in 2020? Foolish earthling, you will never know when the day of reckoning will arrive until it is already upon you. And my demonic minions will hold no mercy for anyone who has failed to like and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to order your MREs from one of our government-approved distributors and use code I have no idea who someone who deals with vicious, deadly criminals all day could possibly have a tendency to take measures to deal with said criminals because I'm a dumbass at checkout for 5% off your first purchase. From Seaweed Coins. Yes, but the public-owned keyword. Public-owned. Sheriff's Department, and yes, they were targeted because they need to be educated. On the law, Sheriff's Department would know that alone is allowed to film in public, and by the way, all the filmers are allowed to lie. There is no law against telling a lie on public property. Same as the cops, they all lie in the time are trained to lie and get back to not just for general chit-chat. So now who's the dummy? It's all good. I used to hate cops as well. But then I drank some fresh goat blood and realized they're actually all part of Lucifer's army. So it's okay, as long as you're a member. You are a member, right? Us. I'll swallow your soul. Sorry, that was my cocodamon. It takes over sometimes. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, you're an idiot. From Mari Romano, please hold all commentary until the clip is done. We are watching you. We know you're part of a secret organization of frauditors who want to encourage us to create content that can be hit with a legitimate copyright strike. Woe is you for having the unmitigated audacity to try and trick us into your demonic theft of intellectual property. I have entered your name into our database. It is only a matter of time until the agents of chaos activate the true 5G network, that only those who are vaccinated and subscribe to my channel shall survive. But those whose names are in the database will suffer immeasurable pain and fall victim to all of your fellows' most basic hedonistic desires. Unless you donate to me via unless you donate to me via PayPal, then we cool. From Navarro Wilde. On public, there is no privacy. My response. And on privacy, there is no public. We could discuss the fundamental difference between a public accommodation, a public forum, a limited public forum, a public easement, etc. But really, what I want to talk about is this nasty boil I have under my armpit. I tried to drain it fully, but I can't seem to get past all the pus. Oh well, at least my boil exudes less dead cells than exist within the bowels of your cerebellum. From Todd Flink. If you watched Amagansett Press, you will see if someone approaches him properly, he will talk to them afterwards if they want to stick around. While he is conducting an audit, he doesn't discuss it. I'm sure you would love the subs they have as well as the views. So, Interested Observer replied to that. Do you like living vicariously through that channel as he targets women for clicks? Uncle Antimatter. Oh, haha, you're cooked. Ah, yes, ladies and gentlemen, I introduce you to 21st century education. In the old days, when a student asked a question, the teacher would, well, teach him the answer. But not anymore. Yes, now thanks to the philanthropic efforts of a crusty old punk and his soy boy son, the proper way to educate someone now is to not answer any of their questions and or to pepper spray them for asking. God bless America. And don't forget to like and subscribe or you will be cursed. HLS. Well, I've looked at this one video of yours and some of the inane comments of your subscribers. So no doubt you'll be pleased to know that I won't be watching any more of your BS. Bye. My response. Ever wonder how the albatross manages to stay in the air for such long periods of time without any sign of stopping to eat, drink, or even rest? In days of old sailors, who fall under maritime jurisdiction, by the way, saw the presence of the majestic bird above as a sign of good luck. Yes, the albatross, another one of God's creatures with more brain power than you. From Wavefront 101, these guys film from public property, and anything in view is legal for them to film. Doesn't matter if it's private. People film inside Area 51 from nearby mountain with high-power telescopes, and that is legal. My response. I know, right? If they made that sort of thing illegal, I'd no longer be able to watch you change your clothes with my telephoto lens. You got to do something about that nasty butt boil, by the way. Just saying. Anyway, you make a good point. There is no privacy in public. Obviously means that if I'm in public, you cannot have privacy. It's a no-brainer. That's why I'm going to start standing in front of your house, gazing through your window with a hoodie, mask, and dark glasses 14 hours a day. I have to exercise my rights. I hope you have a cute daughter. We are watching you. Remember, just because you're in the privacy of your own home does not mean that someone standing on a public street cannot peer into your window and watch you waggle the willy. When the revolution comes, you will not be spared. Unless you subscribe to the channel, then we're all good. From Cali, 1981. This video is the only bait. Crying, laughing. Ha ha ha. Well, it's not the only bait. There's jigs, spinners, spoons, plastic baits, plugs, flies, and my personal favorite, night crawlers. Some people like leeches better, but I, for one, care less for them. For there is not, nor ought there be, nothing so exalted on the face of God's flat earth than the prince of baits, the night crawler. All right, from above and beyond. Of course, there are always trolls like you to try to make these good citizens look bad. It's great that there are people like this to keep our egotistical, power-hungry tyrants in check. Obviously, you're just another brain-dead anti-American that would rather use our Constitution to wipe yourself than using the bathroom, aren't you? If you don't like what we're doing, then you should move to North Korea or China, blah, blah, blah. My response. Have you ever heard of autoerotic asphyxiation? That's when you strangle yourself almost to death while polishing your helmet. Some people even survive. You seem like a smart guy. You should try it. His response. Hezekiah, it sounds like you know quite a bit about this. I'm not surprised, LOL. My response to that. Yeah, my old lady and I get real funky. That's how I acquired a taste for boot. During coitus, I like to strangle myself after I drink adrenochrome from dead babies while playing an audiobook version of Karl Marx read out loud by Gilbert Godfrey. All right. From Michelle Neitlinger. And Hezekiah. I forgot to address the last line. So you're okay with the cops standing there to watch him call it harassment when a citizen, a member of We the People, does the same? Call him a fraud? Really? I must be misunderstanding what you're saying. My response: well then, allow me to explain. When I was 14, a strapping young lad by most accounts, I found a book buried in the woods. It was a grimoire of such incredible magic power that it could not be destroyed by any means known to mankind, and thus was buried in the hopes it would never be found. I read aloud the incantations contained therein, and unintentionally unleashed upon this flat earth a cacodemon called Visago. He came in the form of what we call today the police. So as you can clearly see, Bill Clinton murdered Vince Foster. This is from J-Dub. This is exactly what I expected. A bootlicker with no respect for the Constitution. It's got to burn you, no public photography. Wait, hold on. That's exactly what I expected. A bootlicker with no respect for the Constitution. It's got to burn you, no public photography. Yeah, no. All righty. My response. I remember once I was engaged in public photography in a girl's shower room at the public swimming pool, and they had the ever-living audacity to call the cops on me. Anyway, what I do with my pocket Constitution in the privacy of my own home is my own business. Speaking of burning, I think when the New World Order government finally admits that we are all controlled by the satanic, anti-Semitic aliens, all of you people who have not already proven your allegiance by drinking adrenochrome will be tossed into the flames of the pyres of the burning Christians. From Attleboro Guy. Back the blue until it happens to you. Gee, never heard that one before, right? Back the blue until it happens to you. My response. It'll never a dumbass or a criminal. His response. Never, never. My response. Never. What if some back after a one-on-one? Or what if I'm attending a funeral mass for a loved one and someone asks me to sodomize the corpse? No one used the phrase never say never unless they're Bond or some kind of communist. Are you a commie? Well, in that case, let's not fight. Let's come together, comrade, and pleasure ourselves together as we have our slaves read the Communist Manifesto aloud. From David McGuire. You're a moron. What happens to you shaking? My response. See, what I like about this comment is that it is short and to the point. Kind of reminds me of my third grade gym teacher in the shower room that one time. Hey, wait, his name was Mr. McGuire. Was that you? I knew it. Someone called the FBI. Unless you want to get back together. That was a magical spring. The flowers were blooming, creating just the slightest scent of lavender in the air. Do you remember? The leather costume you made me wear with my Easter bonnet hat? Ah, yes, I'll never forget the bunny ears you wore at the spring dance. Those were simpler times. Wait, that wasn't Mr. McGuire. That was Mr. MacGuire. Who are you, pervert? Hi, this is Chili Con Man, and you may remember me as an executive Hollywood producer at such major hits as Buy My ebook. Don't forget to buy my Velcro handcuffs and the unforgettable Golden Turkey Award-winning film, Buy My Trifold. That's right. I was the one responsible for all those, making big Hollywood money. And let me tell you something about my Hollywood money. I make so much that today I'm able to make you a special one-time only offer. This is a printout of my trifold, my wonderful trifold that when you get pulled over, you show this to the horrible, evil, rotten, no good, lousy police, and you hand them this piece of paper. You don't say a word. You just hand them this piece of paper, and what they'll do is they'll make sure that you don't get arrested or you don't get a ticket because you handed them this magic paper. Now, what's great about this is you can buy it from me for only the low price of $25.99, plus shipping and handling, and taxes and titles and whatever if you want to give me a tip. But in the meantime, if you want a free version of this that you can print out on your own computer so that'll get read and ruined before you buy mine, and you have to remember when you buy my version, it's on magic, indestructible paper I got from the mountains of Indonesia from Merlin himself.
and it will not just get ruined no matter what for only $25.99 plus shipping and handling and taxes and licensing fees. But if you want a free one to get by until you can afford it, you could go ahead and go to my website today and print this out. All you got to do is get on my webpage and give me all your personal private information, and then I'll go ahead and I'll let you print this out for free. And when you get to the checkout, you just put in the coupon code Chili Con Man and his trifold of terror. And it's a great way to make yourself look really, 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 really stupid. All right. Now, for anyone who doubts this and thinks that it doesn't work and that police are not evil, you see that? You see that? You want to get that? You're a beta. If you don't agree with me, you're a beta. And I'm going to catch you in a cage and I'm going to beat you up. Or you can buy my trifold and have a good day, and everyone will love you, and you'll never go to jail because police are evil, but this piece of paper dispels evil. So buy my book today, or you gonna get this. You gonna get this right here. I'm gonna knock you out. I'm gonna knock you out. Anyway, I'm a good guy, and I would never hurt anybody. I'm definitely not violent. I've only been arrested 20 times, so you know that I'm a sweet, innocent nothing that don't ever do nothing to hurt nobody. So you all have a good day. Send me your money, and everything will be great, and you'll never go to jail. Thank you. Hey, guys. Just want to say before we get started, I know my Cockney accent is terrible, number one. Number two, I'm also quite well aware of the fact that it's Cockney. It's not Australian. But since this whole thing is pretty much a parody anyway, I decided to run with it. Maybe the bad accent would make it funnier. I don't know. Anyway, enjoy. Guys, you won't believe what I just found. I was taking a walk out here in the woods, just enjoying some nature, and then I saw this. Now, normally I wouldn't approach one of their vehicles, but I looked around and I don't see him, so I think it's safe for now. And I gotta make sure I look out, because if he comes to the car and sees me, he might get a bit grumpy. Anyway, you see this license plate? It says private. These are special markings that are used by a species known as sovereign citizens. Right, sovereign citizens are creatures that don't believe that they have to pay any fees or fines. There's a fee to get a license plate. There's a fee to get a driver's license. There's a fee to get your car registered. They don't want to pay any fees, so they think that by doing this, they don't have to pay them. You could tell so much by looking at these plates. Not only do we know that this is a sovereign citizen, but we also know, just by looking at this plate, that the person who owns this car is a very, very, very stupid person. He's somebody with a very low IQ who believes anything he reads on the internet. Let's go see if there's anything else on this car. Crikey! This is amazing. I can't believe it. I couldn't have asked for something better. Look, his driver's side window. You see that? It's cardboard. His window is cardboard. Now, usually there are a lot of reasons a person could lose their windshield. But when it comes to these sovereign citizens, I know exactly what happened. See, when they get pulled over, they like to argue with the police until they get a reaction. He probably argued with the police, and so they had to smash his windshield out and pull him out of the car because he wouldn't cooperate with the police. One of the things that these guys like to do, they have their own language. It's not quite English, but it's made to sound like English. They use a bunch of legal words that they don't even know what they mean. And they have a script that they follow that they saw on the internet. And what they like to do when they get pulled over is they like to say, what crime have I committed? What's your badge number? Things like this. They don't even know why they're saying these things. They don't even know what it means. They say it because it's in the script. But I've been researching these people. This species is one of the most intense species that I've studied over the years. Or my studies have been intense over the years. And I believe I understand this question that even they don't understand what it means. See, when they get stopped by a policeman and they say over and over and over, what crime have I committed? What crime have I committed? The reason why they say that is because in the United States, you're innocent presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. So what they're actually trying to say is, if they spoke English, would be, why did you pull me over? But if they say, what crime have I committed? Now say they get pulled over for speeding, for example. If the officer comes to the car and they say, why have I been pulled over? And they say, you were pulled over for speeding. That's an accusation. But if they say, what crime have I committed? And he says speeding, now that assumes guilt. That assumes he's guilty of speeding. Now, of course, in a court of law, the officer's testimony could be used as evidence to see if a crime has been committed or not. But it's up to the judge to decide. It's not up to the officer. They're trying to trick the officer into assuming guilt when you're supposed to assume innocence in the United States. Anyway, that's this windshield. We saw the license plate. Let's see if there's anything else interesting in this automobile. Yes. Oh, this is the ultimate right here. The ultimate. Look at this. He has a no trespassing sign in his windshield. Look at that. And he purposely went out of his way to place it where you can't see the VIN number. See, he covered the VIN number with the sign. Oh, this is a really, really tricky one here. He thinks he's really smart, but believe me, he's not. Anyway, the reason why they put this sign in their windshield, the reason why they put this sign in their windshield is because they believe that the only time you need a driver's license is if you're driving a commercial vehicle, like a tractor trailer or a truck or something. But there's a special license for that. There is. It's called a CDL, commercial driver's license. And they don't need that to drive one of these. They need a license, period. So now, wait a minute. Wait, guys. I think I see him. I'm gonna duck back in these bushes over here and see if we could get a better look. Oh, there he is. Oh, he's over there. All right, let's see. Bushes. All right, now, you got to be very careful with these types of people. If you end up getting into a conversation with one, always be careful what you say and how you say it, because they like to twist words with their not quite English and make it seem like you're doing something wrong. It looks like he's having a conversation with a woman. Yes, he is. Oh, and he's saying some very, very wonderful things. Great things that you barely ever see them. Well, nowadays you get to see it more and more. See, their language has evolved over the years. There's another species of these creatures called the Karenitis domesticus. And the Karens, what they like to do is pick up bits and pieces of the sovereign citizen language and adapt it to their own. And the sovereign citizens have been adapting some of the Karen language until they're both kind of the same. And now, ever since we've had this pandemic going on, they've been adding all kinds of new things to their repertoire. And that's exactly what he's discussing right now. Let's see if we could get in a closer look and see what he's saying.
No, listen, no, I am not wearing a mask. I do not have to wear a mask. There's no law that says that I have to wear a mask. You can't tell me to leave. I'm not trespassing. No, I am not trespassing. This is not private property. This is public. We're outside. I can do whatever I want. You can't tell me. You don't have the right to tell me anything. No, I have a medical exemption, okay? What? No, you can't ask me to prove that I have a medical exemption. That's a violation of HIPAA. So there, you're violating my rights now. You know what? I'm filming this. I'm going to put this on YouTube, and everybody's going to see it, and everybody's going to know what a tyrant you are and how terrible this place is. Oh, you're going to call the cops. You're going to call the blue line tyrants to come and get me? They're not going to do anything. They're not going to do anything. No, because I'm not breaking the law. You're the one who's violating my rights. You, the company, this is going on YouTube. What? Walk away. Yeah, okay, walk away. Walk of shame. Walk of shame, everybody. She's doing the walk of shame. Yeah, walk of shame. Goodbye. Goodbye, you stupid bitch. All right, guys, it's getting late. It's getting dark out here.
I think we got everything we need from him. Just a couple of other things. I noticed that he mentioned HIPAA. One of the things you have to understand about HIPAA is that law only applies to certain situations. She wasn't asking him what his medical exemption was. She was just asking him to prove he had one. And if he legitimately had one, his doctor would have been more than happy to give him a note. Anyway, that couldn't have gone better. The only way I could have seen it going better is if the police actually did get cold, showed up, and tased him. That would have been wonderful. But right now, it looks like he's leaving, and I heard a rumor that a First Amendment auditor is going to be down the street at the post office pretty soon. So I'm going to go check that out. Maybe it'll be my next episode. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a nice day. Hey guys, welcome to the Sovereign Citizen Awards, and tonight we've got an especially exciting show for you. Of course, we didn't have enough money to afford a real announce team, so we got a couple of guys that work here anyway. The Superfan, Toppers, and the Rock Guy. Hey man, I hope this is a rock and roll award show. And now your host, the one, the only, the incomparable, Alan Newcastle. Hello, welcome to the Sovereign Citizen Awards. We got two different kinds of awards tonight. We got the Epic Hero Awards, which generally are given to the police and the judges and the security guards, those sort of people. And then we have the Super Zero Awards, which are given to the travelers, the Moors, the Karens. We also have First Amendment frauditors. All of them are all stacked up into the Sovereign Citizen group. And we're going to start right off the bat with one of your favorites. We decided to start the show off with a bang. Our very first category tonight, our first award is going to Best Window Smash. That's right, one of your favorites. Let's take a look at our nominees.
Open it up now.
Grand Theft Auto! Grand Theft Auto! Grand Theft Auto! Grand Theft Auto! Grand Theft Auto!
I do not consent to all that, man.
Out of the car, okay?
Sir, both of my hands are right here.
All right, those are some amazing nominees. Let's look and see the winner is.
Sir, both of my hands are right here. My hands are right here. My hands are right here.
I haven't seen anything that satisfying since watching Dick Buckus tackle Bart Starr. What do you think, that Rock Guy? Let's throw it back to you, Alan. Oh, those were some great window smashes, man. I love watching those sovereign citizens get their windows smashed in. Okay, so our next category, Best Judge Reaction. Let's see what we got here.
So any judge who does not comply with this oath of office to the Constitution of the United States wars against the Constitution and engages in acts.
All right, I'm going to mute your microphone. I don't want to hear this crazy, nonsensical thing.
Sir, I don't understand that question. I believe that you're trying to confuse me now.
No, I'm not.
I'm simply separating myself from the person. They are two different entities, and I know that.
The court is not viewing you as two different people. The court is viewing you as
Well, why
one
not,
entity
sir?
for the purpose of these cases.
Then what entity are you referring to me as?
I'm
Because I
referring
think you're referring to me as
the David Hall, who's the settler, the agent, the individual, and the person.
I'm not the person, sir.
Okay, when
I am
you
not
see the
the
person,
person.
David Hall, tell him he's not leaving jail either, all right?
And now, there's a simple way for me to prove jurisdiction to you, and that would be for me to ask the deputy to take you into custody. I have absolute confidence that I have jurisdiction. You do have formal charges.
Formal charges would be complaint against me and another individual.
No, it doesn't have. I don't need another individual.
That's a citation, correct? Or,
Okay.
That's not
All
formal
right.
charges.
All right. So, what do you want to do about your case today?
Prove jurisdiction to me.
I don't have to prove jurisdiction
Yes,
to you.
you do.
All right. I'm going to prove jurisdiction to you right now. I'm going to ask the deputy to go ahead and take you into custody. You are disrupting my court.
I used to be a criminal defense lawyer for 20 years, where I represented people charged with murder, rape, child molestation, armed robbery, federal court, state court. I understand the whole nature of people's freedom. I sat with 18-year-olds that looked at double life. Mama sitting there crying, and I'm fighting for them every day. So you are really irritating me because you're sitting up here with a traffic ticket trying to act like somebody's about to put you in jail for life, or this is some kind of capital case, because you want to impress someone or impress these people and waste everybody's time. Now, if you want a trial, you can have a trial. If you want to show how they don't have jurisdiction, then you could do that at a trial, but you cannot do that at an arraignment. Do you understand me?
We're clear on that, sir.
Judge Hurley.
I'm not the person, sir.
Okay,
I am not the
person, David Hall. Tell him he's not leaving jail either, all right?
Oh, that judge was great. He was funny. He really knew how to handle that one. What did you think of that one, guys? That judge. Oh, man. Oh, that judge was so funny, man. That was good, man. Them cats, they know what they're doing over there, man. That was more satisfying than when Devin Hester got a touchdown in the opening kickoff over there at the Super Bowl. Are the Stones going to be here tonight? I hope so, man. I like them, man. They're pretty cool. They're still around, man. I don't even think this guy's in the same room. He's talking like he's, you don't know what he's talking about. All right. Anyway, let's go back to Alan. You don't have to worry. Your secret's safe with me because I never listen when you talk anyway. Good evening. As you see, I am standing here today with something that looks like an ordinary box. What is contained within this box, however, is the most diabolical object in the history of the human race. When this box is opened, it will cause chaos, hatred, anger, and destruction hitherto unknown for the entire world. It will begin the destruction of all mankind. The contents of this box will be revealed in a future video on this very channel. Thank you. Wow, that was amazing. And now we're going to announce the nominees for our next award, Most Incomprehensible Argument in Court. The nominees are
just to confirm that we're done speaking with you.
No, I'm not done. I'm not done.
No, sir, you are.
We have miles to go. And if you have me arrested out of this court, I will not be abandoning the field of battle. You're on. I have sinned.
Yes, sir, I agree. Can you?
Kind of, yes. Corpus delicti in this case is kind of funky, being the state of Washington. It seems to be me to be a fictitious plaintiff. In a sense, I can't subpoena a plaintiff that doesn't exist as a person.
Okay, we're going to talk about a couple things first because what you're saying is gibberish.
Hold on, wait. Pursue it. I object to this abuse. Stand down. I'm giving you a law order right now. Stand down. Taser.
This claimant's hyphen knowledge of the facts is witness claim of avoidance with a fictitious hyphen nom de jure hyphen dead hyphen entity of the William Dennis with the fraud of the state hyphen corporate hyphen creation with this correct hyphen porting by this claimant's hyphen authority hyphen command, period.
And the winner is the guy from Hawaii. Who else? Whoa, I haven't seen anything like that since Mike Ditka tackled that kid who ran out on the field that time. What do you think, Rock Guy? Man. These guys are dumb, man. It's stupid. Back to you, Alan. And now we're about to announce the award for most time stolen from someone who's trying to do their job.
Irma? Okay, cool. Let's fill this out. Hey, Irma? I still have business with you, Irma.
Don't call them recorder, call them meeting.
How do you spell your name?
IRMA.
It's IRMA. And that's how you Irma and last name?
I don't have to give that information.
What's your title here then?
Court administrator.
Okay, cool. Court administration. All right. Yeah, I'm doing I'm doing open records on all the employees, their pay and their benefits.
The city of Denver has spent $8 million trying to style. Yeah, that's right. Pay attention. You pay attention. Mayor Pro Tem Barbaroff, you will pay attention to me. Or I will fucking teach every child in your jurisdiction how to raise their middle fingers and say fuck class. Keep giggling, buddy.
Mr. Brand,
yeah,
you're through now.
Oh no, you're through.
Well,
happy fucking college day and get ready for a motherfucking surprise, bitch.
Okay, so I'm not understanding, sir. You seem like a very calm, nice guy, professional. I'm even trying. Listen.
They started that way with me, and it goes south quickly. Don't even.
How south? I haven't. Oh, that's an order. You see, this is starting to sound like Nazi Germany. Kicker! You ready? Do not move!
3911. Be out with a 13. Apparently he's out in the middle of traffic, trying to stop cars, middle 301. 4 plates Charlie, Foxtrot Sierra, Zulu 80, CFS Z80. It's silver Toyota Sequoia. 3905, B1051.
Excuse me. Excuse me. You're blocking my freedom of movement.
I am.
All right. Well, P. Barnes, you just admitted to me that you're violating my rights.
No, I'm not. You can't come in with the camera.
Well, you're violating my rights. And this is also freedom of the press.
From behind you.
This is also freedom of the press. I mean, I don't know what the hell law book you're reading, man, but it doesn't apply to me.
You leave the camera with your mother outside the courtroom and you can come in.
You are not God. You have no jurisdiction over me.
God's not worried about cameras, sir. I am.
All right. Well, why are you worried about cameras? Because you want to do something
Against the
wrong?
rules.
Because you want to do something wrong? Because if it's against the rules, that means it's because somebody intends on wronging somebody else because they're afraid of being held accountable. P. Barnes.
It's a nice speech, but you're still not coming in.
Well, I mean, I don't have to go in because you can't even issue a warrant for me.
You might as well leave.
Well, no, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to speak with the
You
prosecutor.
can go in there without the camera.
Well, please step aside. I'm going in.
No, you're not going in.
Don't touch me.
You're not going in, sir.
Let the record show that you just battered me.
Step back.
And you're using.
Stop, please.
Oh my goodness, I can't think of anything scarier than that, except for maybe standing across the line from Mike Singletary, looking in those eyes, you know? What do you think, Rock Guy? Wait a minute. Are you talking about football, man? Wow, man, that's crazy, man. This stuff is crazy.
I am not for hire. For the record, I am operating in a not for hire capacity. I'm giving you 30 by engaging in any form of transportation. No, don't get out.
This is more disappointing than when the Chicago Bears in 1985 lost to Miami. What do you think, Rock Guy? Even I wouldn't talk to the cops like that, man. That's disrespectful, man. That ain't cool. I like that. That's more disappointing than when Walter Payton didn't get a touchdown in the Super Bowl. Man, I can't believe these cats are that rude, man. When are the bands playing? What? Back to you, Alan. And I'll tell you, if this guy's brains were dynamite, he wouldn't have enough power to blow off his hat. Now we're going to be giving the award for biggest douchebag overall. Wow, this is going to be a close one. I could tell you now. I can't believe it. I haven't seen anything this close. It's like putting the 1963 Chicago Bears against the 1985 Chicago Bears. Who's going to win? There's no way you could tell. What do you think, Rock Guy?
Taking my vaccine here, guys. We're gonna go test this. We're gonna bring it to the lab. I'm gonna investigate it. Dude, this is poisoning people. Okay, just taking my vaccine. We are. It ain't. It's a vaccine, though, right? Okay, cool. I mean, I got it, so it don't matter. We out of here. Glad I didn't lock the doors on me. She didn't want to let me get it, but I got it.
We're going to give away an award. We're going to give away two of them. We had two nominees, and the judges voted it was a tie. Well, one by 1 point. So we decided to give them both an award. One is going to be the Epic Hero Award. The other is going to be the Epic Ultimate Hero Award. The Epic Hero Award is going to go to this cop for figuring out how to get Auditing America out of the building without actually having to go through the BS they're going to put him through from trespassing them.
You are. Why are you doing this to me?
Doing what to
Why
you?
is he doing this?
Why
to
am I
me?
doing what to you?
He's out of
What
control.
am I doing?
He's out of control.
I'm in control.
You're out of control.
No, I'm in control.
Sir, get away from me. You need to get away from me.
What's the problem?
You need to get away from me. You're crazy. You're crazy. No, you're crazy. You're crazy. You're going around me. I don't know your intentions.
Wasn't that beautiful? And now, the Epic Ultimate Hero. He needs no introduction. This guy.
How you doing, buddy? I said I'm not giving you permission to record. I'm on the sidewalk. I said I'm not giving you permission to record. Hey! Stop that! Stop touching people. Get off the property. We ain't on your property. Touch me if you want. Touch me. Camera. Oh, woman.
That's more amazing than when the 1985 Bears did the Super Bowl shuffle. What?
All right, man, I'm getting out of here. This is too much. I'm gonna escape. Watch this. I'm crawling out this door. I'm not gonna let Hezekiah hold me down anymore. I'm getting out of here, brother. You check this out. All right, I gotta get down these stairs. This ain't gonna be easy. I'm little. Let's see. I'm gonna jump. All right, I'm gonna climb this here, and then I'm gonna. Oh, how easy! I made it. I'm almost past the gate, guys. I'm almost past the gate. This is awesome. Oh, Hezekiah's never gonna find me. All right, just let me hide behind this cactus for a minute. Make sure the coast is clear. I don't want Hezekiah to get me. Oh, no. I hope it's safe back here. All right, let's see. Right, the coast is clear. All right, I'm going to make a break for it, man. All right, I'm going to make a break for it. Here we go. I'm running. Okay, now I just got to get past the house. All right, here we go. Let's see if I can get around this corner. Let's see. Hezekiah's never going to get me now. I'm gonna escape. Free! I'm free! All right, guys, every once in a while I have to stop and look around and make sure everything's okay. And I gotta get past this big old garden here. It's so hard being a little guy trying to get past all this, but that's all right. I got my camera and I got everything that I need to do my audits. So I'm all good, baby. Yeah. You know life ain't easy here for a pimp. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm the man. The master plan. Yes. Yeah, that's right. Things ain't hard out here for a pimp. All right. This is it. This is my big breakaway chance. All right, I'm going to run down the street here. Let's see. There's a building coming up. Yeah, there's a building right over here. I don't know what it is. Oh, you know what? I think it's actually a library. That's good. I can go in there and do an audit while I'm here. Oh boy. I'm getting away. This is great. All right, guys. this is my breakaway chance. Now I'm running. I see there's a building over there. I'm gonna stop in there and let me see what it. I'm not sure what it is, but hey, guys, I made it to the library. Oh yes. Oh, I've always wanted to audit a library. I'm so excited. I'm gonna audit these books. I'm gonna audit this library. I'm gonna show everybody the tyranny of libraries. These books are out of control, man. How dare these librarians have all these books here? It doesn't look like there's anybody in here. Who am I going to audit if there's nobody here for me to audit? This is worse than when I went to the post office. Now that I think about it, I know Hezekiah reads a lot. He might find me in here. I better go. I think that next place next door is a gym. You'll never find me in the gym. I'm going to go there. All right, guys, this is it. I made it to the gym. Oh, this is awesome. I'll never get caught again. My house arrest is over. Blackheart Knight can shut his mouth and quit giving me a hard time. And Hezekiah, he can't do nothing either. Because I'm hiding in the gym and they ain't never going to come anywhere near here. That's right. Because I'm using that voodoo. And I'll tell you, wait a minute, guys. That's Hezekiah. Hezekiah's on the treadmill. No, that can't be right. Oh no, he sees me. Oh no, what am I gonna do? He can see me. What am I gonna do? I gotta get out of here. I'm busted. Oh no. Oh, he's catching up. He's gonna get me. Oh
I'll go get you. Why, you little. I'll go get you now. Into the woodshed with you, boy. For a tasing you'll never forget.
I'll never escape again. I promise. No, please. No, I'll never escape again. Please stop. Don't do it, Hezekiah. Please, no.
Time for the tasing of a lifetime. You punk.
Please stop. Please stop.
My name is News Now Voodoo Bob, and this is my testimony. I don't answer questions. Okay. My cousin, News Now Voodoo, is innocent of all charges. They have been a loyal frauditor to me and have always left me alone. They taught me how to fraud it, which is why I'm in this padded cell. I know nothing about any child. Okay, I'll tell the truth. It's News Now Voodoo's son. I'm sorry, Voodoo. They said I'd get time off if I told the truth. Good luck. I told the truth. I'd like to give my character witness statement. News Now Voodoo is great and always done the right thing. He never filmed that lady at the post office, even though it was shown on YouTube. And they never verbally abused that cop, even though it was shown on YouTube. They never dated Baby Voodoo's mum either, even though we all filmed them going out together and then showed it on YouTube. Maybe that's why all the stuff got deleted.
Alan Newcastle sits alone watching YouTube videos on his computer when suddenly he hears an all too familiar cry for help. There is no expectation of privacy in public. There's no need to fear. Hezokai is here.
Yeah, these guys are all about spreading hate. That's what they're about. They're about hate. They're about lies. And they're about taking away our rights. This isn't from me. This is from a psychologist named Bernard Golden, talking about hate and anger in general. And I just am applying this to the way frauditors act, and it fits so perfectly. Because they always hate cops, right? Acts of hate are attempts to distract oneself from feelings such as helplessness, powerlessness, injustice, because they always feel like they're under injustice from the police, inadequacy, and shame. Hate is grounded in some sense of perceived threat. They see the cops as a threat, even if the cop's literally just standing there doing nothing. It's an attitude that can give rise to hostility and aggression towards individuals or groups. Like much of anger, it is a reaction to the distraction from some of their inner pain. The individual consumed by hate may believe that the only way to regain some sense of power over his or her pain is to preemptively strike out at others. In this context, each moment of hate is a temporary reprieve from their inner suffering. If that is not a description of a frauditor, I don't know what is. When I see something like a frauditor filming a guy who's trying to he's trying to jump, and the police actually talk him down, and then he sees the frauditor and says, whoa, I don't want this guy filming me, man. Now, here's a guy who is in the middle of a crisis, a mental health crisis, who's ready to die for it, finally getting calmed down, being re-upset by some idiot with the camera, and the police, in fact, it was a random citizen who nicely asked him, please don't film this guy. You're obviously making him more upset, refusing to stop filming because it's my right to film whatever I can see I can film. No empathy, no sympathy, no decency, no respect, and Casey Camera Boy, Silence Boy, walking up not to police, not to public servants, literally random people on the street. SGV News, going to church with Pedo Libre audits every Sunday morning to audit a church. What does that have to do with government transparency? What does that have to do with freedom? What does that have to do with rights? Auditing a church. And then if somebody from the church has the audacity to say, why are you filming? How do they answer them? Oh, Shama Mahalo. Oh, and then pepper spray the guy. Yeah, these guys don't deserve any anger because they're such good, wonderful citizens that are out there fighting for our freedom. No, they're who found out that there's a way on YouTube to get paid to film yourself being a. That's what it is. That's what frauditing is all about. Hey, look, there's all these guys on the internet who are getting paid to film themselves being. I'm an. So let me go out there and get paid to film myself being. Ooh, that's a bingo. All right. If you're a compassionate human who lives in a society with other humans, if you have empathy for people, if you see someone who's literally having a nervous breakdown, who's literally having a mental health breakdown, that's having some horrible situation, if somebody's laying on the ground bleeding because they just got beat up. I saw a frauditing a girl whose boyfriend beat her up, and he's filming her, and she's crying and bleeding and saying, please don't film me, and he's refusing to stop. That's taking it a little bit beyond, like, oh, what's the matter? Your feelings are going to dictate my actions? Well, come on. It isn't about other people's feelings trying to control your actions. It's about having basic human decency, basic human compassion. It's not about being a snowflake. That's not the point. The point is, there's a line. Whether you like that line or not, it is there. And if you cross it, then you're just a scumbag. Like, you don't want people's feelings to control your actions, and you don't care what people feel. Well, I feel that you guys are scumbags. How about that? That's not going to change your actions? Fine, but I have the right to feel that. Just like you have the right to be a. So go ahead, keep doing it. Have fun. They don't see their own stupidity. They don't see their own irony. And yes, I do see the irony of the fact that I said that all these guys have is insults while I'm just sitting here insulting them. But guess what? I can have and literally wrote a book about these guys. I've broken down and seen a million other creators break down on an intellectual level specifically and exactly why they're wrong. And we all know it, right? But I'm here to call them out on their stupidity blatantly because they've earned the disdain. Their actions and the way they treat the general public is so absolutely abhorrent that they deserve every inch of spite that they get. They've earned it. And they give it. They give it in droves, by the truckload. They pour derision on everyone they come into contact with. Not just cops, not just servants, but normal citizens. Everyone. They deride, they pepper spray, they swear, they yell, they insult, everything and anything they can to make a confrontation so that their video will get more likes and more views. Instigating it intentionally for YouTube clout. They're trying to make a stupid YouTube video and get clicks and views, and that's all they care about. They don't care about freedom. They don't care about rights. They don't care about people. They really don't care about people at all. These are antisocial narcissists. All right? Has anybody seen the defendant? Does anyone know where News Now Voodoo is right now? Anyone?
Oh, yeah, hell yeah. This is the way a pimp gets down. You know what I'm saying? I'm rocking it. It's old school, man. Yeah. I ain't fooling around no more, man. I got out of there. It's okay. I ain't never gonna figure this one out. That's right. Oh, man. I'm the pimp. You're the simp. And I've been eating all the shrimp. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. Wait, what? I got court. Oh, wait, that's today? Ah, crap!
This is Turd Snurdly, a legal lawyer for O'Glardy's Burger Stupidity, and the illegal representation of News Now Frauder Voodoo. Oh, wait a minute. News Now Voodoo. I guess he's being sued for back child support for various things. So I must be his lawyer, even though I'm in jail right now. As you can see in my jail cell, over here I'm writing out my dissertation for why I should be let out of the federal slammer. And I'm here to object to you, Judge, in this case. As of now, News Now Voodoo has proven that he is not a daddy, and you should stop shaking him and stop doing all this other stuff to him. And he should be saying you owe him all that money, and I get 30% of it. Yes, that is true. You all owe me money because Bubba wants his money back.
Overruled.
All right. I made it. I'm here, man. I'm here. All right, so don't lock me up, man. I'm here. Let's get this started, man. Oh, I'm sorry, Your Honor. I had a couple drinks, so I'm feeling kind of all right now. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. All right. Wait. Anyway, before how does this thing go, man? What's up? Do I just gotta leave or what? Oh no, wait. I know how to go. I forgot I'm a fraud. Right? I challenge jurisdiction. There. Now you gotta let me go, right? Because I said that. No. How about you're a maritime court and I see that gold fringe on that flag, so you gotta let me go because I said that, right? That's the way it works now. No?
The charging instrument, in and of itself, jurisdiction is implied. Listen, this is a freaking child support case. All right? This isn't a criminal case. You're acting like a lunatic. Stop it. Your Honor, Alan Newcastle here for the prosecution, and I'm telling you, this guy's trying to make a mockery of this whole court. Bringing in that Turd Snurdly guy as his lawyer, what a joke. And now he's throwing this sovereign citizen frauder nonsense about jurisdiction and all this other crap. He's not even taking this serious. I think we should actually get this started properly, if you don't mind, Your Honor. Please.
Wait a minute. What about corpus delicti, man? I don't see no corpse or a delectable dish of any sort. I mean, those spaghetti tacos you were serving, they taste like dog butt. Yeah, baby. I ain't fooling around, man. Oh, man, them Whiskey Stone Sours, man, they doing something.
I don't see what any of this has to do with the case at all. Your Honor, I would like to call as my first witness a character witness to show just how bad and the pattern of behavior that we get from News Now Voodoo. I'd like to call as my first witness, ladies and gentlemen, Blackheart Knight. Blackheart, will you please give us your testimony on your relationship with News Now Voodoo?
News Now Voodoo. Well, I had the unfortunate duty to debunk one of his videos once he posted it online. And, well, I did an outstanding job as far as I'm concerned, but, well, he didn't like it too much. I mean, he declared revenge on me. He even sent a bag of dog shit on my doorstep. And then his antics online started to increase, and his anger and rage toward me really geared up as when he made another video. Well, he mentioned me by name in that particular video. So yeah, it goes to show that he was, well, very butthurt about it, if you want to say that. Or you could say that he was definitely angered with me.
Okay, I'm sorry, but Blackheart Knight, I'm sorry to interrupt, but there's a couple things. First of all, we need you to keep your testimony regarding the case, the News Now baby, baby voodoo, and your testimony regarding the child. Also, part two, unfortunately, this is a trial. It's on the record. We are going to have you show your real face. I'll change the settings here to turn off the avatar. I apologize for that. You did sign a waiver. And for the record, we have to make sure the testimony actually is coming from you. So we need to see your real face. So when we cut back to you, unfortunately, we will have to see your real face. But please continue. But again, try to keep your testimony to testimony regarding baby voodoo specifically. Thank you.
Yeah, he was willing to pay me $10,000 to take responsibility for that child, to say that it was mine. But you know what? You're not going to do that. Back child support was over $150 million. So yeah, he's just trying to pawn his responsibilities off onto other people. I mean, I don't know who else he did this to, but it would be best to ask around to find out if he actually tried this with, say, Unclean Hands or even Fraudit Wrangler. Check with Fraudit Wrangler and see if that happened to him. I even called a piece of a conversation that he had one time with, who was it? News Now Ninja, or was it Rogue Nation? Must have been Rogue Nation. He told Rogue Nation one day that he didn't want anything to do with that child. In fact, he was trying to claim that somebody else somebody else's child, but he also wanted to launch the kid into orbit and let him suffocate.
No, that's not true. I never, ever did anything that wasn't what I was. Wait a minute, you ain't got no jurisdiction, Judge. I told you. So now you gotta let me go, because you're a member of the British Accredited Royalty Association of the United Corporation of the States of America, right? Or something like that. I don't know, man.
Voodoo is a good father for various reasons, and his incorpus habeasness to the judge. Judge, you put me in here, you son of a... before I get contempt of court again and the death penalty, News Now Voodoo is innocent. He couldn't get a chubby if he tried.
Hey, I don't know what that idiot is talking about, man. He ain't my lawyer anymore. He's fired. You're fired, Sturdley. Get out of here with that nonsense. I ain't got time for this crap.
Why? I don't get it. I would like to call to the stand the person who this trial is all about. The child that was abandoned by News Now Voodoo. News Now Voodoo's baby.
I'm raising my right hand. I swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Okay, just start my testimony. Is that what I'm supposed to do? Okay, alright. Yeah. She said she was 18. As far as I know, she showed me her ID. She said she was 18 years old. What? I'm not talking about that case. Okay. Okay. The wrong case. Never mind. Yeah, this is about my child support. You know, I need a couple bucks because I got no diapers. Look, I'm naked, man. And, you know, my dad abandoned me. He left me at birth. He left me in a trash can. No, Your Honor. I object to this testimony. It wasn't a trash can. It was a recycling bin, man.
Overruled.
Oh, man. I'm telling you, man, whatever they put in those drinks at that bar is pretty sweet, man. I'm feeling good right now. Yeah. And he took all the money we had in the bank, and he took all the bank cards, and he's mean. He's really mean. What? Oh, shut up. Still giving me the finger. What's wrong with him? And I swear under this sworn testimony that I never touched that girl. Oh, what? Oh, yeah. Child support. Yeah, 176 million. We're willing to make a negotiation here. We'll cut it back to 175.5 million. And we'll knock off that 0.5, okay? Okay, that's all I need. You're guilty, and you need to pay me. Hey, wait a minute. Hey, look, first of all, Your Honor, tell whoever's spinning the room to settle down, man. It's too much. It's going way too fast. I'm about to fall off of this floor, man. Check it out. Hey, listen. I want to file a motion to dismiss on account of this kid's a brat and I don't like him.
Motion denied.
I ain't giving him a nickel, man. That kid's a punk, man. I don't like that little boy. You know, coming around talking about daddy this, daddy that. The hell out of here, man. I don't want to hear that mess. Go away. I'm too busy on it. No, seriously, man. Who's spinning the room? Cut it out. Anyway, thank you, Your Honor, for giving me this chance to present my evidence. And I wish everybody has a very nice day. Hurry up with the money, okay? Bye-bye. All right, man. When they say kangaroo court, I didn't think that meant that there was actually, like, kangaroos hopping around in here, man. Wait, whoever saw a pink kangaroo, man. This is crazy. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, the trial's still, what? Oh, yeah, the trial, yeah, right, okay, hey, man, it's my turn? All right, I wanna call my first witness, man. My cousin from outer space, man, from the space sub AMG. This is my character witness, my cousin, Voodoo Bob, man. Hey, Bob, tell him I'm innocent, man. Check it out, guys, look.
My name is News Now Voodoo Bob, and this is my testimony. I don't answer questions. Okay. My cousin, News Now Voodoo, is innocent of all charges. They have been a loyal frauditor to me and have always left me alone. They taught me how to fraud it, which is why I'm in this padded cell. I know nothing about any child. Okay, I'll tell the truth. It's News Now Voodoo's son. I'm sorry, Voodoo. They said I'd get time off if I told the truth. Good luck. I told the truth.
Oh, man, this courtroom looks so cool through these glasses, man. I didn't even realize it. Because, the judge said I couldn't wear them, so I took them off. Oh, yeah, it's all dark and cool, like a club, man. Right? Do-ba-do, bird suddenly appear. Every hair over there. Oh, wait, yeah, all right, look, hey, man. Hey, I object to Bob's testimony because he didn't agree with me and say I was innocent, man. Well, he did, but then he retracted his statement. He was obviously under coercion, and that's not legal because you guys are Maritime UCC 1984 by George Orwell. That says you gotta let me go, right?
Overruled.
All right. Before you finish railroading me with your tyranny, man. Tyranny. Tyranny. That, man, tyranny's a funny word. I never realized that before. Tyranny. Yeah. Wait. Yeah, so I call my cousin. This is going to be the testimony that's going to put the coffin in the nail. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. This is my cousin. This is now Douche Canoe, man. Check it out. They're going to tell you what's what For real, man. Check it out.
The world needs more people like Voodoo to hold people accountable.
Yeah, that's right.
We don't need people volunteering at food banks.
See, Duskin knows what's up.
We don't need people volunteering at homeless shelters either.
Yeah, you tell him, cousin.
We don't need people spending time with troubled youth or lonely old people. They're old anyway.
Yeah.
What we need is more people swearing at cops and asking for their names and badge numbers. Transparency for thee, not for me. It's their policy.
That's the lowdown right there, y'all.
He is a great guy. The way he exposes tyrants for being rude to random people on the streets, he is my hero. Because there's no expectation of privacy in public.
See, that's what I've been trying to tell you.
Oh, wait, you mean the kid? He hasn't paid child support. Oh, yeah, he needs to take care of that kid. You're starting to look like a deadbeat, Voodoo. Shame on you. You need to pay.
Wait, what? No! I motion to declare this witness a hostile witness, Your Honor.
Motion denied.
There's a motion to have this witness removed from the stand. Oh, no good, man.
Motion denied.
Okay, Scratch Voodoo. I'm part of the fam. Yeah, I am. It's the YouTube fam.
I think that that particular testimony in this instance just happens to be irrelevant. Ladies and gentlemen, in all of my years on the bench, I have never even begun to imagine a level of stupidity, this high of a level of stupidity. I've never seen anything this blatantly, inappropriately wrong in my life. Therefore, it is with great pleasure and absolute joy that I, Judge Hezekiah, find the defendant, News Now Voodoo, guilty of all charges and sentence him to 5 months tasing. Get the taser out. Let's get it going now. All right. Tase it. All right, tase him.
Alan Newcastle sits alone watching YouTube videos on his computer when suddenly he hears an all too familiar cry for help. There is no expectation of privacy in public. There's no need to fear. Hezokai is here. Hello, guys. Welcome back to the channel over by there. And today we got something a little bit different for you. So, I had to drive the kids from Florida to Wisconsin. So we took a trip and we stopped a few times on the way. And I decided when we were stopped to actually go out and do some audits, because auditors are always daring me in my comments to try it and see what happens. And I decided that I was going to act like a human being and see if they're really honestly telling the truth, that they're just out there acting like normal humans and they're getting harassed and arrested and people are giving them a hard time. So I did it in 3 different states. And I'm sitting here talking to you. I'm not in jail. I didn't get in any arguments or any fights. I didn't get pepper sprayed. I didn't have to pepper spray anybody. Nobody threatened to beat me up. I didn't have to tell anybody that there's no expectation of privacy in public. It almost seems like, and I might be wrong, but it almost seems like frauditors have a tendency to lie. I don't know, man. My excuse has always been that they purposely go out of their way to cause confrontation, and they say, no. So let's see what happened when I tried it. You're going to enjoy this, guys. This is some fun stuff. I kept a little bit of the stuff with my kids in there just because they're so cute. All right. Anyway, I hope you enjoy this. And let's have some fun with this audit. Fraud it. Blah, 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 blah. Hey, guys. Hezokai Jenkins here with the First Amendment audit of the rest stop here in Georgia. We'll be checking that out in a minute. But first, right off the bat, I already saw, look at this, trying to tell me what to do before I even walk in here. No pets allowed. Yeah. That sign doesn't trump my rights. I have a right to bring my animal wherever I want. But let's see if they respect my right to film in public. Let's see. This is, what is this place called? Let's see. I'm here traveling and thinking, well, hey, I might as well get some footage, some real newsworthy content for my YouTube. I saw something that I really think I need to report on for the news purposes. And look at this. It's the Blue Star Memorial Highway. Uh-oh. I think we're in Georgia. Let's see. What does this say? Blue Star Memorial Highway, a tribute to the armed forces that have defended the United States of America. Sponsored by the Garden Club of Georgia. Beautiful. In cooperation with Cordell Garden Club, Cordell, Georgia. All right. National Council of State Garden Clubs. Look at that. There they go again, trying to tell me what to do. Who they think they are, those tyrants. Okay, so here I am, ladies and gentlemen, Hezokai Jenkins, broadcasting live from rest area number 13 in Dooley County, Georgia. That's right. And we're just filming here at this place because I ain't never been here before and I wanted to see what they got. And I saw, like I said earlier, some newsworthy content. I wanted to show you guys this. Oh wait, we got the state of Georgia salutes. This is going to be fun. Let's see what they got. Oh look, ashtray. State of Georgia salutes the 77,000 Georgians who served in World War I, the 1,937 killed in action, 319 was, oh wow, XPO. This is actually kind of depressing, but very important stuff. So actually, I'm going to keep this on the screen for a minute. Maybe you guys could pause the video and watch it later. Anyway, let's get to the important stuff, the newsworthy content. This is why I'm an independent journalist, to teach you guys stuff like this here. So now wait till you see the audacity. First of all, they got this men's room here. Look at this, look. Can you believe that? How dare they? The tyranny. And then this is like completely insane. Now this is newsworthy. This is public information that needs to be disseminated to the public. Look at this. Empty vending machine. Absolutely nothing in there. Now how the heck am I supposed to express my right to buy snacks if there ain't no snacks in that machine? Of course the one next to it's full. But that's beside the point. Remember, this is a First Amendment audit. Then look at these tyrants. Look at this. Restroom closed just because that one's open. That one's closed, but that one's open. And that one's open. And there's more vending machines with more stuff in them. But that's besides the point, ladies and gentlemen. Because what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to keep my journalistic integrity if every time I look at something it's full and it's full? That's not newsworthy. It's the empty one. That's the big news report. So it looks like these tyrants are violating my rights by not letting me go in the closed bathroom and not letting me bring my dog here. And if I had a dog with me, I'd be more than happy to express my right to have a dog and show how tyrannical they are by putting up a sign that doesn't go over my constitutional rights. I'm sorry. This is obviously a satirical audit, but I've never been in Georgia like this, and this is actually really cool. Look at that sky. That is beautiful. Beautiful. This weather is great. Came here in fall. It's perfect time. Just left Florida. It was all hot. Notice how I'm filming this whole time, talking to the camera the whole time, and I'm not getting tackled by the cops. Oh my God. Georgia must be on another planet, huh? It's surprising because the way auditors talk, you'd think I'd be in jail by now. All right. Well, I guess officially, ladies and gentlemen, rest stop 13 here in Georgia. Oh man, let me do this back this way. This is my first audit, ladies and gentlemen. I'm still having a little bit of trouble doing it just right. Well, not my first sarcastic audit, actually. Walking in sunshine. Well, walking on sunshine. Oh, it's Dooley County, yeah. So, rest area 13 in Dooley County failed miserably due to their closed bathrooms and their one vending machine that was empty, and their violation of my civil rights by putting a no pets allowed sign. We're going to have to change that. Go ahead and look this place up if they have a phone. Definitely don't phone bomb them and tell them to fill that stupid vending machine, because that's what freedom and justice and liberty and destroying tyranny is all about, is getting a couple pops in that machine or some snacks or something. All right, anyway, I got the kids. Say hello, kid. Say hello to the kid. Ow! The kid just closed the door on my arm. All right, guys. See you later. Peace. Oh, my goodness gracious me. We're in Nashville, Tennessee. Yes, downtown Nashville. Say hello.
It's me, and I love this haunted place. We got haunted city and everything.
Yeah.
This place is so cool. Let me show you around. That's the rainbow we crossed.
Come on, we got the cross signal. Yeah, I'm doing a First Amendment audit of the crosswalk. Trying to tell me what to do. Showing a person. Look at that. Those horrible tyrants telling me what's up.
Look how high up you are from there.
Wow. This place is cool, man. But so I was in Atlanta or Georgia, right? And I brought out my phone, I started filming, and I didn't get arrested. I don't understand. According to the First Amendment auditors, if you get out and film, they're gonna just grab you and beat you with a stick and throw you in a box. I don't know why they haven't done that to me yet. And now I'm in a whole nother state.
They give me anxiety. That's scary.
So now I'm in a whole nother state. Nashville, Tennessee, downtown. And I don't know. I ain't been arrested yet. I don't understand. I'm still filming. Look at this. Filming buildings.
Nobody's bothering me. You'd think, based on the fact that nobody's messing with me, you would think that auditors lie. You don't think that's possible, do you? I don't know. They might. Oh, look at that tired light telling me not to walk.
Let's go down this way and then we go around and come back.
All right.
Just so we can see the AT&T building.
All right, my son wants to check out. I'm joking. See, I'm doing a parody. Yeah, here we are, guys. Well, there's the AT&T building. That looks really cool. Maybe I could get a better shot of it. Let me flip the camera so I can actually see what I'm filming. Hi, my name is Douchebag DeCastro. I'm a constitutional law schooler, and I can prove it because I always have my face on camera while I walk downtown. For those of you who've been following my channel, you know that I'm driving the kids back from Florida to Wisconsin, and we're making just some stops on our trip. And right now, we're stopped in good old Nashville, Tennessee, and I've been filming for a few minutes now, and I ain't been arrested yet. So I don't know what's going on, man. Like I said, according to the frauditors, I should already be in jail or getting beat or locked up. Uh-oh, what are you doing? Bratty children. We're Yanks. We don't know what we're doing down here. Kansasville, Wisconsin. Yeah, over by. Huh?
Where you live at?
Kansasville, Wisconsin. Yeah. Yeah, it's in the middle of nowhere between nothing and corn.
We live in Iowa. We get corn.
Oh, yeah, right there. You know all about that.
Have a good one.
All right, you too. Yeah, you too. Oh, my goodness. Did you see that? Can you believe when you're nice to people, the way they talk to you? How horrible. Look at this. This place is beautiful. Yeah, you know what? Screw this nonsense. Man, these auditors are like, well, why don't you go out and audit? I'll tell you why. Because I want to look at this, not look at my camera looking at this. So I'm going to enjoy my trip. And you guys enjoy this video. Hey, guys. Hezekiah here again. And we're auditing the Kentucky Welcome Center and see how they violate my rights to record random stuff that doesn't make sense why anyone would want to record it. Let's see how this works. All right. Ooh, it's open. The door's not locked. Looks like a public place to me. Let's see. They got signs here and notes and stuff. Yep, now that's newsworthy. Look at that. Now that's what I call public information dissemination of the nation. All right, let's see. Ooh, here's some stuff that's actually worth filming. That's cool. That's some cool stuff. We got pictures on the wall. Look at that. Oh, hello. How you doing? Oh, poor little guy. All right. Oh, look at this. Leaflets and flyers. Wow. Oh, this is pretty cool, actually. Like, for reals. Look at this. I think that's a real dinosaur skull, guys.
That's cool. Is it? Look right here. It says.
Oh, it tells a story. Nice. Oh, look at the fossils. The shark teeth and stuff they got over there. Raptor teeth. Nice.
I don't think we're supposed to.
I don't think we're supposed to go back behind the counter.
Sure.
But they're going to violate my rights by putting this up here. Look at this. How dare they give me this information? I'm going to disseminate it to the public and nobody's going to stop me. See, look at this. I should already have been arrested 3 times looking at doing this. Look at what I'm doing here. Can you believe this? Nonsense. Again, something that's actually kind of worth filming. This is really cool stuff, actually.
Dad, can we please get a room?
This isn't a hotel.
You said that we were to stay here overnight.
Ooh.
I thought there's gonna be a room that we could stay
Oh,
at.
dudes. Okay. Now, I came in here to do a joke audit of this place, but seriously, like, welcome to Kentucky. We still got these.
What's my phone number?
You youngins probably don't even know what one of these are. This is called a public telephone. Does it work?
Yeah, 25 cents.
Hit the button hit the hang up. No, push it down. It doesn't work. It's probably just a decoration.
Oh.
No dial tone. It's just, that's why it looks so nice and new, because they don't use it because it's not real.
Ow, ow.
That's newsworthy. My son hurt himself. Look, he's got a Band-Aid on his elbow. Poor little guy. He fell down when we first got to Kentucky. This is the men's room. I definitely can't audit that, so I'm going to turn off the camera for now. Hey guys, it's the Super Fan here, broadcasting live from the North Pole. It's Christmas Eve, so I figured I'd do something special. So I came out here, I got my coffee here, my little nice little coffee cup, my Bears cup. And it's my favorite, Dunkin' Donuts pumpkin flavored coffee with cream, sugar, and a turbo shot. Anyway, I came up here to the North Pole to ask Santa for something for Christmas, But I didn't think about the, what do they call it, the time zones thing over there, So it turns out he left like 14 hours ago to make his rounds. So, I missed it. And Mrs. Claus, she just told me, there's nothing I can do. Anyway, what I was going to ask Santa for was to do something about this here, the kicker for the Bears. To get him to start making some of these kicks he keeps missing. And, because I was going to say, before I decided to come up here, I was going to say, I was going to come out here today and I was going to say, this guy, next time you see him, he's going to be bagging your groceries over by the Jewels, But it turns out that I did some research on this kid. And it turns out he's, no matter what happens, he's going to walk out of the door with a check for $9 million. So I ain't worried about him. And I don't feel bad. Bench him. I don't care. As long as we win. We're winning. We're winning even with him missing the kicks. But imagine what would happen if he didn't miss them. That'd be great. Anyway, so it's really cold out here. You think it's cold in Chicago. You should try coming out here to the North Pole. And Mrs. Claus, she told me, she said, you should have went on that there, what's it called, the Google Santa tracker, and that you would have known he was already gone. But I don't know what to do about that. But, I got to catch a plane back to North America sometime pretty soon. I don't want to miss the next game. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I'll do the dance video in a couple of days. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, whatever, what do they call that, Armistice Day or Festivus for the rest of us or whatever it is. Everybody have a good time and be with your families and loved ones. And we'll see you next time. Go Bears. It's okay, hon. I got rid of that weirdo Bears van guy. You can get up now and go make your rounds for Christmas Eve.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. This on the screen right now was made by Carl's Order of the Squirrels, Pickles, whatever his name is now. Thank you guys for coming out. I hope you guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving. You're the best ding dong dang dag nab fans in the world. I just woke up, so I look a mess, but I'll give you a glance. You can take a chance on me, and y'all will see that I look like me. What the hell? All right, good night or good morning or whatever. Go hang out with your families, everybody. I know we're the Rash family. I love you guys. Thank you for coming out, and I'll see you next time. All right. Oh, screw it. I'm going to throw you guys a happy dance. All right, now you can start your holiday. Here's Voodoo.
Crazy!